drawn to your energy, and what star signs are most attracted to your energy and why. Now you have a choice between pile number 1, which is represented by the blue stone, is a throat chakra stone. Pile number 2, which is represented by the pink quartz stone. Pile number 3, which is represented by the tiger's eye. So you can choose more than one pile if you feel drawn to. Okie dokie, let's go to pile number 1 and let's see why are others drawn to your energy and what is the sign that is most drawn to your energy. I want to do something a little bit different to give us an understanding as to why people are drawn to us, because it may be intriguing for some of you to know. All right, so the first card we have is the 7 of Wands, 6 of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles. So who are you? That's what I should have said before. So you could be a Taurus or a Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Mars or Venus. You could have a Mars in Aries. You could have a Venus in Virgo. You could be in Aries. We got Aries here as well. Sun, Moon, Rising, Mars or Venus. And we also have, last but not least, 6 of Swords. So people are drawn to your energy, pile number 1, because there's a regalness that you possess. There's an energy of you knowing who you are. You know, you are very confident, and some of you are like, no, I'm not confident, you know, I have to fake it till I make it. But whatever you fake, even if you're faking it, it comes across as very powerful. I'm also hearing the word intimidating. So you know your worth. You know, you are very self-focused. You're focused on your goals. You're very ambitious as well. And there's an energy about you whereby it's very warm. You're not one of individuals that are very relentless in their pursuit of success to the point where they will step on other people's toes. You don't have that type of energy. Your energy is very warm. You know, you have that type of energy whereby you want everyone to win. Even if you don't say it in words, you have a very non-threatening energy about you. Some people can be intimidated by your energy, and I'll get onto that in a minute. However, generally, people can sense your ambition, and this is actually a turn on, is what I'm hearing. This actually draws others to you. And again, you have this energy whereby you want to bring everyone along, even if you don't say it in words like, okay, this is how you do it, you know, you got to do it like this, and then when you do it like that, then, you know, you don't, for some of you, you could actually be a person that is a teacher. You could actually be a leader of some sort, in some sort of leadership position, but I feel like you rule by example is what I was trying to get at. You actually rule by example, and you may have a lot of people looking up to you, whether they will admit that to you or not. A lot of people admire you. They admire your strength. You have a lot of resilience is what I'm picking up. Your strength is very powerful. It's coming across, you know, it's screaming out of this card. And you're very independent as well. And this is why people find you to be, you know, very engaging. People are engaged by your energy. You have that type of energy that commands respect. So whenever you walk into a room, people cannot help but to notice you. Whenever you speak, people stop to listen to what you have to say. You have a lot of experience in what you are actually saying, a lot of life experience as well. And I feel like people could be quite intimidated by you as well. So you get the, okay, let's start off with the ones that are not intimidated by you. There's individuals that are in awe of you, but I feel like you could intimidate love interests sometimes, because they could feel as if they cannot match your energy, they cannot match you. So for a person whereby you could end up dating men or women, if you like the same sex, you could end up dating people that you make more money than them, and that you could have many lucrative businesses. And it takes a strong person to want to be with you. Maybe some of you are quite close to your father, or maybe you watch a father figure growing up, and you learnt some traits from this male role model, because whoever you grew up around, or you could have had a male role model that was a teacher, that was an uncle or something like this, but there was, you have a lot of masculine energy as well. But not only do you possess a lot of masculine traits, you also have a lot of feminine qualities as well. And people may feel as if they can't contend with you. So, in regards to love, like I said, you will have to go out with someone that is equally as powerful as yourself. The only way, and I shouldn't really say the only way, but one of the ways in which it could work is if someone's on your level or someone's higher than you, because anything lower than you is going to cause conflict, it's going to cause problems, because they will admire your strength and your ambition and your, I'm hearing star quality first, but then after a while it may start to make them feel insecure. So you may have tended to date individuals that may have tried to humble you, may have tried to, belittle your ideas, or may have tried to, I'm hearing, humiliate you in some way to make you feel less than, because they were very jealous of you. They felt that they were not an equal match to you. They felt embarrassed to be with you for some reason. So that's why I mentioned that you may have to date someone that is on your level of ambition, that is, I wouldn't say striving for the same type of goals, because we all have different hobbies, we all have different interests, but someone that's got their own thing, or someone that is more established than you are, someone that's going to be okay with the fact that their partner is independent, their partner is a boss out here, their partner is striking, people are going to be looking at them. They have to be confident within themselves, because if you date someone that is not confident, they're going to be insecure. It's going to cause problems, and you need someone that is firm and strong within who they are as well. Someone that also maybe gets this type of attention, someone that is um going after their goals, or someone that is established in their career as well. That's your type of match. So I feel like, generally, in a romantic sense, people that are drawn to you, they're drawn to your charitable ways. So not only do they find you physically attractive, very beautiful, there's something about your dress sense as well. So people are drawn to your energy because you radiate a lot of femininity. I know I did mention about having masculine energy, but I feel so this masculine energy comes out in regards to your pursuit of your goals. It can almost shock people. It's like, whoa, like your work ethic is unmatched. Pile number one is what I'm picking up. And you could have a ferocious temper. I feel like, people know, whether they've seen you scrap or not, people know that this is not one to cross. Like, this person knows how to handle themselves, right? So you do have an energy whereby you are a protector. You do have an energy whereby you are a protector of the underdog, a protector of the weak. You could be very charitable in a sense where you give to charity, and I don't feel like you tell a lot of people about the charities that you do give to. You're very heart-centered. The strength card is Leo. Leos are ruled by the heart, so you're very heart-centered. You are very compassionate, and whether or not people know you as a person that they can call their friend, or whatever the case is, even acquaintances can sense this softer side to you. You do have this side, and I'm picking up as well, some people will want to hate you because you just tick a lot of boxes. Some people will not want to like you because of who you are, and it may have taken you a long time to get to this point, to stand in your power, to be independent, to be comfortable in your own skin, and people don't see this actual side to you. However, what I'm picking up is that you do not like to see suffering. So again, you may give to charity, or you could help out at the homeless shelter. You could. There's a lot of things that you do that a lot of people, they may not know that you do these things, because you don't go around telling people. Because I feel like when you do these type of things anyway, it's not for people to really know. I mean, you could say it in passing to like your partner or your friend or your family member, but to do it and then, oh, I've given to charity, like, what do you want? Do you want a Blue Peter badge or something? Because that's the way you could look at it. Like, I'm not doing it for praise. I'm doing it because I genuinely care. You genuinely do care. You could be the type of person as well that will foster children or adopt a child, even if you've got your own children, because you genuinely do care about the well-being of others. Or you could work in a old people's home, an elderly home, or you could generally just go around there, sing songs, read stories, play chess with them. This is the type of energy that I'm picking up, because you generally do care about the well-being of others. Christmas time could be a thing for some of you. Some of you may like to go to hospitals and give presents to like children in a children's ward, or even, patients that are in their 30s, or patients that may not be coming home, right? So this is something that you choose to actually do. I also feel like people are drawn to your energy because they are drawn to that nurturing quality about you, and they gain a sense of, I'm going to be taken care of. So you may have gotten like a lot of mummy boys or mummy girls or daddy girls or whatever. You have that energy whereby people feel like they're going to be taken care of, because people are drawn to your energy, part number one, because you are very down to earth, you're very family focused, you've got like this family first type quality. Even if you haven't got any children, like people feel like you will make an amazing parent, because you are very reliable, and these are the qualities that you actually do want in a partner, right? To have children with. You're reliable. There's a predictability about you. There is also an energy of like unpredictability, but generally in a romantic sense, people may be drawn to you as like their ideal partner to mate with, to have children with. They want their child or their children to have your traits, to have your qualities, to have your genetics, because you are very strong, right? And when I say strong, some of you could be slender, some of you could be thick. Regardless, you have specific traits about you, in the way that you move, in the way that you express yourself, in the way that you look physically, which makes people feel like, and they may not know that they're feeling this way, they may not know that they date you for this actual reason, but if you're dating someone and they are at an age whereby they want to procreate, they will be drawn to you, because they will feel like you have the genetics that I would want my child to inherit, right? And I go back to your strength. You have inner strength. You're mentally agile. You're very sharp. You're very active. You have a lot of energy. So in this sense, you may date people that may want to have a strong child that is great at athletics or something, or they may want to have a child that is great at maths, right? They may want to have generally a child that is, balanced minded and so forth. You could be quite a clean cut person. I'm not saying that you don't drink, you don't smoke, or nothing like that, but and if you do it in moderation. So you're very family orientated. You're not very spendthrift. You're not the type of person to miss out on paying your rent or your mortgage just to go and have fun with the girls, right? You're very practical. You make sure things are done within the home. You make sure, okay, boom, I need to tidy up, I need to cook dinner. You make sure you buy for the week, so that there's breakfast, lunch, and dinner for all 7 days of the week. When you start running out on things, generally it's what people do anyway, right? But you have this way about you where you're very on the ball, right? You could run your house like a business in some sense, but you make sure you accomplish all your appointments. So if someone wants to mate with you, they will look at you and think, okay, if I was to have a child with part number one, they're the type of person that will always go to parents' evening. They will take the child to extracurricular activities. They will travel up and down with the child. They'll be very attentive with the child. They'll play with the child. They'll make sure the child is, healthy. They're getting the right nutrients, vitamins. Like like men that you date, this is the type of energy that they project onto you, whether or not you're that way inclined. But that's the energy that you exude, right? Because of the way you take care of yourself, or maybe others, the way you talk about family, the way you talk about your passions, etc. People are drawn to you because you can be quite defensive. Yes, you have great qualities about you. You're physically attractive, very stunning. For some of you, you've got beautiful thick long hair, and some of you could be mixed. Some of you are not mixed, you just got beautiful thick long hair, and people are drawn to your hair. You may get people like coming up to you and staring at you, and you're thinking, why are they staring at me? Or you may get people saying, oh, you mixed with something, and you're like, no. Or you have to explain, yes, I've got this in me, or my mum's from this, or whatever the case is. But people are drawn to your energy because to them you are very exotic. So you could get like a lot of people that are not from the same cultural background, more so being drawn to you, or even if they are from the same background as yourself, they just find you're here to be very appealing. I also feel like there's, like I said before, there's a regalness about you, and people are drawn to your energy because they want to be within this energy field that you exude. Like, they want to be part of this regalness. Like, so you may have gotten people saying, oh, you're an empress or you're a queen or something like this. You may have got people say you're a queen. People want to settle down with you as well, or people may assume that you have all the answers for relationships because you give off an energy that, not that you know it all, but that you're married or you've been in a long-term relationship, so you know what it entails to be in a long-term relationship. So maybe your girls or whatever may always come to you for relationship advice, and some of you could be single as well, but you just have this way about you, very self-assured. Maybe you've had experiences with certain partners, so you kind of know what to say to people. I also feel that, yeah, it's probably why we've got the Six of Swords here as well. I missed that, but I feel like because you've been through a lot in your life, people are drawn to your energy because you have a very healing energy about you. Again, you've been through trials and tribulations, but you always speak words of wisdom. You always speak words of empowerment, encouragement. You inspire others to become the best version of themselves. Maybe through, I feel like you have great communication skills, because this is the communication stone. But I also feel in the way that you move, like you inspire others to overcome their challenges, and people feel like if pile number one can do it, then I can do it, because they've been through a lot, right? So people are drawn again to your strengths. Moving on to the Page of Wands, I feel like people are drawn to your energy, pile number one, because you just got this vibrant spirit. You could always be on the go. You could be an entrepreneur. You're very excited about your goals. Your people don't really come across this type of energy, the people that you are around, like someone that is just focused on themselves, someone that's independent, someone that doesn't need to ask permission to be who they are. If you've got an idea, a project, or a goal, sometimes you could, or you may have known people in the past to only want to do something if their friends are going to help them, or only want to go somewhere if their friends are going to come with them. You just have a person to pick yourself up. If you want to go to the beach, you go to the beach. You want to go to the desert, you go to the desert. Like, you don't ask people permission to go anywhere. So you're highly, highly independent, right? And a lot of people are drawn to this energy, especially people that are quite restricted, people that feel trapped and stuck, people that have limited beliefs that they place on themselves, because sometimes people do actually place these beliefs onto themselves. So they find you intriguing, like, wow, like, I've never come across someone like this. Or you will say to people, look, this is what I'm going to do. By the time I'm this age, I'm going to have this. Like, you're very self-assured. So people are very drawn to this energy, and it makes them feel like, again, if part number one can do it, I can do it. You could be very defensive as well. You don't allow a lot of people access to your energy, is what I'm picking up. And this makes people want to generate towards you even more. You're not, it's not to say that you're in Jamaica, we call it stush, right? Stush is like you think you're better than people, right? It's not that you're stush, right? It's just that you understand, maybe your energy was open to a lot of people in the past and you learnt your lessons, right? So you value who you are, and you do have this way about you. Again, it ties in with the regalness of the queen like energy. You value yourself so much to the point where you know that to be around you is a privilege, to spend time with you is a privilege. You don't want no time wasters. You've been around time wasters where you got that friend that's complaining about the same thing 10 years down the line, 20 years down the line, complaining about the same man. He done this to me, done that to me, da, 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 da. And you're like, well, hold on a minute. I have dated that guy. I have been out with this person. I have been in a long-term relationship. I've been engaged. I'm actually married now, and you're still talking about the same person from like 20 years ago. Like, you haven't got time for none of that, because you know that you can't get back your energy. And you may have poured into these individuals, etc. And you don't mind helping people, because remember, we've got the Eight of Pentacles. You do not mind helping people, but at the same time, you don't want to be taken advantage of. So you're very, very protective about your energy. Let's go. Just had to get some of that drink. Oh my God, it tastes so good. But again, let me move on to your beauty. Like, I feel like you could look very young for your age. Some of you got amazing legs. You may like to go to the gym. And I feel like because you go to the gym, and some of you may not go to the gym, right? But you may just walk. Some of you may do like small weights at home or something. Some of you may, I don't know why I'm getting cycle. Some of you may, I feel may jog, but generally you do take care of your body. And some of you may be listening and thinking, I don't even go to the gym, I eat a lot of junk, but you've got a nice body. Again, some of you could be petite, very slim, very slender. Some of you could be thick. Some of you could be curvy, right? Some of you could be, you know, quite small, but there's something about your legs. People find your legs to be very appealing, and also your dress sense as well. You have this energy whereby you don't show a lot of skin as well, so it intrigues people. Like, I wonder what's underneath them clothes. You show just enough, right? It's why people are drawn to your energy. And even if you cover up, people can still see the shape. They can still see the calves. They can still see the back. They can see the front. They can see the waist. They can see the hips. They can see the thighs, right? But you don't overtly show it off. And if you do show one thing off, like for instance, you may show your legs off, you cover up at the top, right? But people can just sense that you've got a nice body. There's also something about your lips and your mouth. So people are drawn to your lips and your mouth. And I feel like you could be eloquent speakers, because I'm looking at Taurus here. My Queen of Pentacles card is just Taurus for me personally, and my Page of Wands card is just Aries for me personally. So you have a beautiful speaking voice, right? And I also feel like your lips could be very full, but there's something about your mouth area. I don't know why I'm hearing Christina Aguilera, because Christina Aguilera, she's got nice lips, right? They're not very big, but she's got nice lips. Also, and the reason why I mentioned Christina Aguilera is because she's got a moon in Taurus. So some of you could actually have a moon in Taurus. But I'm not saying you have to have lips like Christina Aguilera, but because her lips, the reason why I mentioned her is because Christina Aguilera, she hasn't got like, her lips are not like huge, but they're nice. They suit her face, right? But I feel like some of you do have nice, plump, big lips, right? And they're natural. You haven't gotten any work that is natural. And that could be the thing. People are drawn to your mouth. They're drawn to your lips, especially when you wear red lips. And the way you speak, you're very eloquent. You're very down to earth. You've got a nice laugh. You've got a nice chuckle. And I feel like you take care of your appearance. Some of you could get a lot of, some of you could go to the spa once a month. Even if you don't, you've created your own regime for your skin. Some of you got beautiful skin. Some of you are very, I'm hearing like exotic. People may feel like you're very exotic. You could have very long hair, especially if you belong to a Pacific culture. You got very long hair for this culture. So for instance, you could be Afro-Caribbean, or you could be African, right? Or Afro-American, and you got very thick long hair, and people are like, why are you mixed with something? And some of you are not mixed, but some of you are, like somewhere down the line, like maybe on your mum's side or dad's side, but it stands out. And you've got beautiful features, like you've got beautiful dark skin, or you've got beautiful brown skin, or olive skin, or some of you could have like long, thick ginger hair, and people are just drawn by this because it's very striking, and it just gives off a very powerful, domineering, strong energy. Even if you're petite, some of you could be petite, but there's something very striking about your hair, and your energy is very powerful. You can't miss your energy. Now let's take a look at what types of people are drawn to you. What type of star signs are drawn to you, and why? So we've got, let's see, we've got the Page of Swords. Now the Page of Swords for me is my Libra card. So you could attract a lot of Libra individuals. Again, Libra is ruled by the planet Venus, as is Taurus, right? Say for instance you're a Taurus, you may attract a lot of Libras, right? Or you could be an Aries, and Aries and Libras, they oppose each other, right? They belong to the same group, which also has, Capricorn and Cancer. So we've got Capricorn, Cancer, Aries, and Libra. But Libra and Aries oppose each other. See how they're both looking in separate ways. So I feel like whether you are a Leo, whether you are a Taurus, right, or an Aries, you do attract a lot of Libra individuals, because Libra individuals can become very obsessed with you, I'm feeling, because the Page of Swords is that obsessed card. It's the card with someone spying, right? Spying for what? What are you looking at? But yeah, I feel like, especially, yeah, I feel like you do attract a lot of Libras, because say for instance you're Aries, you are very you are very exciting to a Libra individual. You're very independent, and whether or not the Libra will admit to themselves, they semi want to tame you, right? They always think to themselves that, if I was to date pile number one, then I'll, go out on a lot of dates with them. We'll have like a wild physical connection together, if you know what I mean. We will also travel to many different parts of the world. We can create a business together, because remember, Libra is ruled by the seventh house, and the seventh house talks about relationships, romantic relationships, partnerships, in regards to like marriages, signing of a contract, and a business contract. So you could attract Libras that want to partner up with you in business, and also to have a romantic relationship with you, because they see you as someone that is hard to tie down, and it gives them a bit of a challenge. But they do see you as very sexy, dynamic, and very powerful. And if you are of the other signs I mentioned, like a Leo, like Libras are drawn to you because they see that you are very fun loving. They see that you're very heart centered, and they feel as if you're basically safe to love. They will find you extremely attractive, very beautiful, very handsome, and someone that they can go out and, you know, go out on different dates with, different restaurants, someone that they can have a laugh with. So not only you be their partner, romantic partner, you can also be their friend, and they feel like they will have great fun with you. They admire you, they're in admiration by you as well, but they also will feel as if they can learn from you, and vice versa, because Libras, they do like relationships, depending on what else is in their chart, but they do generally like relationships, and they do see you as someone that they would actually want to settle down with, and someone that they will always have fun with, right? Someone that they're always going to be laughing with, and you know having a great time with. If you are a Taurus, then Libras could be drawn to you because they will feel as if you are very practical, very down to earth. You're both ruled by the planet Venus as well, so they'll find you extremely attractive. They will also be drawn to the way that you value yourself, the way that you go after your goals. Remember, Libra is ruled by the seventh house, which also rules, business partnerships as well. So they will like your business sense, they will like your ambition as well. They will see you as someone that they can have a long-term relationship with, and they'll find you physically attractive too. So we also have Sagittarius here as well. So Sagittarius individuals are very drawn to you as well, power number one. And I feel like if you are an Aries, Saggy and Aries, they're cousins because they belong to uh, the fire group, which also Leo belongs to. So they will find you to be someone that is like their partner in crime, someone that they can travel with, learn from, someone that they can always have a good time with, someone that will you know teach them things, that because I believe that Sagittarius is, they fall into Aries ninth house, I believe, or was it Leo's ninth house? I've got to double check with my sister. But generally, Sagittarius is, they fall into Leo's fifth house, so they ignite Leo's fifth house, right? In the astrological chart, they ignite Leo's fifth house, which will make Leos feel alive again. Even though Leos are generally very bubbly characters, charismatic individuals, etc. When they connect with a Saggy, then Sagittarius ignite that creativity even more. They amplify it, I should say. So for instance, if a Leo felt that their creative side, their playful side was quite dormant, if they connect with a Sag, then it's just gonna amplify, it's gonna be off the roof, right? But let's just stick to Aries for now. So I feel like Saggies will feel like Aries are very, I don't want to hear the word flamboyant, very flamboyant, independent, like a bad boy, bad girl, someone that's fun, someone that's just like doing things on their own terms. And Sagittarius are that way inclined as well, very independent. So they'll feel like they have their match, someone that's exciting, someone that will keep them on their toes, right? And someone that a Sagittarius will find as a challenge. Some of you, like I said, could be a Taurus, and Sagittarius will find you to be quite different, but this very difference will actually intrigue them, because they will feel like, okay, maybe I could learn from Taurus. Maybe this is the type of person that I should marry because I do need to be tamed. So they may feel like you can tame them in some way because you're very practical, you're very down to earth, you're not very sporadic, you're not very all over the place. They may feel like, okay, at least I got someone that I know that will actually make sure that I focus on tasks and stay in a job or something like this. This is someone that I can build with. If you're a Leo, listen to this, a Sagittarius is drawn to you because, again, they will just see you as someone that they can learn from, because Leos, they touch, or they ignite Sagittarius's ninth house, which is all about higher learning, spirituality, which Sagittarius actually represent. But when they connect with a Leo, this is amplified. Leos can teach Sagittarius is about spirituality. Leos can teach Sagittarius about, maybe broadening their horizons, connecting with different people from different cultural backgrounds, learning a new language, going back to university, maybe going to university for the first time, taking up a course, broadening their mind. And this could be like a spiritual connection that they both share. And Leos will find a Sagittarius person to be someone that is very exciting, someone that matches their energy. And again, Sagittarius will find Leos to be someone that matches their energy, as well as with an Aries too. You could connect with people that are drawn to you. Could be people that unfortunately that are going through crisis, or that can have like, I'm hearing like mental health issues. Not for all cases. I feel like they could deal with a lot of stress and a lot of burden. You could connect with people. People could be drawn to you because they sense your healing qualities, right? So people that are drawn to you can be of these signs. I'm not saying specifically these are the only type of people that you will date or whatever, but generally I feel like when some people do start dating you, or people that are drawn to you come towards you, they could be going through a lot of crisis, but it's almost as if your guys bring you together. And again, you have this healing way about you that transforms their life in some way. I'm surprised I haven't got Scorpio here, but and when I say transform their life, you bring a lot of sunshine into people's life, because it's, as you can see, this card is very dark, right? So you bring a lot of sunshine into people's lives. You make people believe in possibilities. You make people tap into their own power. You have that ability to make people dream, because some people may feel like this is my lot, I'm just going to do a 9 to 5, and there's nothing wrong with doing 9 to 5s, right? But this is my lot, or my father did this job, or my mother did this job. So but then when they meet someone like you, you're very ambitious, you're very self-assured, you're going out there, you're smashing your goals. They're like, whoa, like, wait a minute, that means that I can go out there and do, yeah, that's the type of energy that you have. You've got a lot of creative energy as well, right? And you could be very talented in like singing, dancing, acting, writing songs, writing movies, poems, directing. I know I'm hearing astrology, but you could also be, what's the word now? You could be a great athlete as well, and or even if you're not professional athlete, you could be the type of person that makes sure that you do sports outside of work. That's part of your hobbies, and they're like, wow, so that means that I can take up. Yeah, you can. Do you know what I mean? You are the co-creator of your own life. You could be into like the law of attraction, and you say certain things to people. You have a lot of wisdom, so you generally meet people that are basically lost, sometimes asleep, or just they could be quite left-brained, or they could be quite stuck. That's the right word. You could people that are stuck, they don't have to have mental health issues either, by the way, right? So please don't kick off. But they could be quite stuck in the old way of thinking. And when they connect with you, you broaden their mind to so much possibilities. And again, you have a healing effect, which helps to heal others as well. Maybe due to your words of wisdom, maybe due to your caring and nurturing ways. You also attract a lot of Pisces or Cancers to you as well. So if you are a Libra, remember Libra belongs to the same group as Aries as well. Cancers and Libras, they do square each other. Square is a harsh aspect, right? And I feel as if, in regards to if you're like a Leo, right, Cancers will feel as if they will connect with your heart. Remember, Leo's a heart center, so they will connect with your heart. They may feel like, okay, I'm cool with my Leo being the breadwinner, even if you are a Leo, Sun, rising, Mars, Venus, whatever the case is, right? Especially your Sun, right? But if you're connected with a Cancer and you're dealing with like a Cancer male, say, right? They won't mind being like the stay-at-home dad, or even if you don't have children or that you don't want children, they will be at home, and they will probably work from home as well. They won't mind. They'll be so secure within themselves that they won't mind. Not all of them though, because remember, this is just a general reading and depends what someone has in their chart, because they could have like a Gemini moon, and then or they could be on the cusp of Gemini Cancer. So mind games now. So if, for instance, the reason why Cancers could be drawn to you, whether they know it or not, is because they are okay with you going out there and smashing your goals, because they are they are stable within self, and they'll just see you as the opposite to them, but it works. If you are a Taurus, then, Taurus and Cancer sextile each other. It's a harmonious aspect. So they will want to create a family with you. They would, you'll both be on, in their view, these individuals are drawn to you because they may feel like, okay, I can, this can be like a safe relationship. They'll find you reliable, predictable. So you'll give them a sense of safety. Like, this is wife material. Like, I know they're not going to cheat on me. I know that this is someone that I can confide in. And you may have like a lot of heart to hearts, or, generally, if you've dated Cancers, if you're a Taurus, then what could have tended to happen is that you got on amazingly as friends within that relationship as well. You probably may have cooked together, baked together, gone on a lot of dates together, etc. But generally, this person may have cooked for you and they may have been able to bake, but there's a sense of harmony that they feel. That's why they're drawn to you, and a sense of, I can build a family with this individual. I can take this person home to meet my mom. If it is you, a Cancer, sorry, and an Aries, again, another square, but Cancers will find, you very exciting, intriguing, like very, like, okay, this stirs up a lot in my life. Aries are hot on their heels, that type of vibe. I don't know if I'm wording it properly, but Cancers will be drawn to the Aries because of their fire. And Cancers may feel like, I need a bit of fire in my life, like they'll find Aries, or they'll find you very sexy if you're Aries as well. And they wouldn't mind you taking the lead again in the relationship, but they will feel like, oh, this can actually work. Now, if this person's a Pisces, so you could attract, this is who you generally attract, you attract a lot of Pisces individuals. Okay, so the reason why is because Pisces, if you're a Leo, they will find you to be very seductive, very sexy, because Pisces ruled Leo's eighth house, because each sign does rule different houses for us, right? I'll do a video on that, or I think my sister's probably done a video on that. She's an astrologer. You may want to go and check out and subscribe to her page. She goes by the name of Beyond Astro K. She does a lot of generational videos, as well as transit videos, which are very informative and brilliant. But she was the one that put me on game to let me know that, oh, Pisces fall into Leo's eighth house. That's why Leos are going for their eighth house transit now, because Saturn is actually in Pisces. But Pisces being, drawn to Leos would ignite a sense of, the reason why, I should say, they are drawn to Leos is because, again, they rule Leo's eighth house, sorry, and eighth house rules sex, death, rebirth, money owed to you, money gained. You could meet at a time when a Pisces and Leos may meet at a time when they are both ready for a serious relationship, because money, or when someone's coming out of a serious relationship, when someone has come out of a relationship by divorce, by a loss of a partner or something like that, because the seventh house actually rules signing of a contract, meaning a relationship, a marriage contract or business contract, but mainly a marriage contract in this reading anyway. And then the eighth house is either when you're still in that marriage, so you merge your finances together, or when you come out of that marriage, right, through divorce, through death, right, because the eighth house also rules inheritance. Look at me giving you guys a whole astrology lesson, right? So Pisces may see Leos as someone that they wouldn't necessarily think of dating, right? But at the same time, they will be so intrigued by their sex appeal, right? I remember Pisces are ruled by the 12th house. 12th house is about what's hidden. It rules institutes. It rules, to me, it does rule like shadow work as well, when one has to confront their hidden fears, right? It's when they repress their fears. And I feel like when a Pisces connects with a Leo, I must find out what rules Pisces 12th house or whatever. I mean, well, they rule the 12th house, but 12th house are about what is hidden. So a Pisces may hide their feelings at first, because they will find that Leos are very different, because generally they may have been used to maybe connecting with like Tauruses, or Sagittariuses, that's in their same group, or maybe who else, like Scorpios or Cancers, right? But connect with a Leo, fire sign, they may be slightly intimidated by a Leo at first, but they may feel like, you know what, something sexy about Leo. I don't know if they'll say those exact words, but there's something different. There's something fresh. Like, Leos bring a fresh energy to Pisces. Remember, Pisces are all about what's hidden, so that's hiding their emotions. You know, they will see a very magical, bright quality about Leos, which will draw them to Leos as well. This is why Pisces are drawn to you, and they will want to merge physically, whether or not they know on a 3D plane or astral plane that the physicality aspect of the connection will be dynamic. And this is something that Pisces may crave, and this is something that they may only feel that they can express to someone like a Leo, someone that will get them, someone that will be non-judgmental, someone that is self-expressive like them, someone that they may feel that can teach them a few tricks. But Pisces may want to merge with Leo. They may want to get to the heart of Leo. Beneath all of that, in their view, bravado, charisma, they will want to know the human side to Leo. That's why they're drawn to Leos. If it's a Pisces and a Taurus, I feel like Pisces are drawn to you, Taurus, because they like your grounding energy. They like your beauty. They like your reliability. And they just feel like you're very soothing, and you're very predictable. It doesn't throw them off, emotionally. And a Pisces to a Aries, you could attract a lot of Pisces, Aries, if you're listening, because genuinely Pisces may feel like they have to tame you, like out your fire, because Aries is a fire sign and Pisces are like a water sign. They may feel like they have to, tame you, and they may feel like they would want you to open up emotionally. And Aries, if you're Aries listening, you could be like, no, I'm on to the next thing, and they may want to slow you down, like to connect with your emotions, but they are generally attracted to you because they find your ambition to be very alluring and appealing, and it makes them want to actually tap into their creativity as well, and they could be intrigued by your independence. You attract a lot of Taurus individuals as well, or Libras again. So if you're Leo, a Taurus person may find you to be very healing. This is a time, Taurus individuals that are attracted to you, they may want to procreate with you. They may want to have children with you. Again, there's something about your genetics as well. And also going back to Pisces and Leo, they may feel as if they definitely would want to merge with you, and in some cases procreate too. But they may want to hide the intensity of their emotions as well. They may hide the intensity of their emotions. So even if you do connect with Pisceans, for any one of the signs that I mentioned, they could hide their feelings as well, but they may feel like to connect with you because you're so maybe seen as outspoken, very self-expressive. They are drawn to your confidence, and if they are a shy Pisces, you could help them come out of their shell as well. That's why they're drawn to you, and they're drawn to your physical beauty. They will find your beauty very striking, right? For all the signs I mentioned as well. But if it's Tauruses that are attracted to you, Leo, I feel as if, again, they may want to procreate. They will see you as creative. They will see you as, okay, you're the creative one. I'm the one. We're both creative, so they'll see you as their match. They'll see you as their match. If it's another Taurus and a Taurus, there you go. You will be each other's match. And the qualities that they are drawn to you within you, they possess themselves as well. Someone that is, family orientated, someone that invests in themselves or invests in things like property, or, things that will help in their future. Someone that is very practical minded, someone that is grounded, reliable, someone that will be a great parent. This is why they'll be drawn to you. If you are a Aries, you and the Taurus could clash, but you could generally get on with the cusp Taurus, right? The cusp Taurus Aries. But for this reading, I feel like Tauruses are drawn to you because they may feel as if you are very strong minded, and they may feel like, I know underneath that strength, Aries just wants someone to take care of them, and I want to be their provider. I want them to rely on me. The reason why they're independent like that is because they had no one that they could rely on. So I want to be the one to I want to be the one to settle down with them and make them see that they don't always have to do it on their own, is what I'm picking up. So that is what I have for you, part number one. I was not expecting that. I really enjoyed that. Please like, share, and subscribe, and I'll speak to you soon. So those are just some of the signs that are drawn to you. But I was going to say, again, because I did touch upon it, right? Some of the signs that could be quite threatened by you, right? Is due to the same things that I mentioned. So you may find like Tauruses, even if you're a Taurus yourself, Pisces, Sagittariuses, being very threatened by you, or Libras being very threatened by you. And that's because of your beauty, your sense of knowing yourself, and your sense of spirituality, because you possess a lot of depth of hidden knowledge, whether you admit it or not. Or they may feel like there's something that you're hiding. You can't be, beautiful. You can't be stable. There's something that you're hiding. So they may try and dig and prod and spy. But they may feel as if you're too good to be true. You're very abundant as well. Because it's not just about physical abundance. It's about spiritual abundance. You have a lot of spiritual abundance. See how it's Wheel of Fortune right here. I love this card, right? Your sacral chakra is very healthy, and I feel your sacral chakra is your chakra that rules creativity. It's your second chakra, and it rules your sexualities. And I feel like you have a very healthy sacral chakra. This is sense, this is exuded, and you could get people trying to come up against you, trying to work underhanded to throw you off, because they're jealous of your sexuality or sensuality. This is specifically women for some of you, right? And if a man's in his feminine energies, then he could be quite threatened by this as well. If he's in his toxic feminine energies, they could be jealous of your mysteriousness as well. They may try and come up against you. They're drawn to this fact, but they could be very angry and jealous about it as well. But they too are drawn, they're sucked in, and this could get them angry that they're drawn and sucked in, because they see you as the prize. They see you as an empress. They see you as regal. You've got this regal energy, the way you carry yourself with class, with dignity, and they don't have to be jealous of you. Some of you are wondering, because I was supposed to touch upon that, but this is why people are drawn to you, because again, you're very, they see you as secretive. They see you as very sexy and very regal. So let's move on to the other pile, because I can be talking about pile number one for days. So please like, share, and subscribe if you like that reading. We can maybe do it again another time. So let's move on to pile number two. All right, so who are you, pile number two? Let's see. Who are you? Okay, so we've got 10 of Wands in the reverse, 5 of Wands in the reverse, which is good, 3 of Pentacles in the reverse, Knight of Pentacles, that's my Capricorn card, and then we've got Cancer energy. We'll move that in a bit. Let's just start off with these ones. So who are you? I'm hearing you're a non-confrontational person. So you are a person that doesn't take on more than you can handle. That's smart. Maybe in the past you've been there, done that. Like, I'm not gonna mash myself up for a job, a man, a woman, anyone. So you have this laid back, that's the right word. You're very laid back. As my sister Nikki K says, you move with your energy, which you're supposed to do, because I don't see no water cards here yet, except for the Chariot. So you do generally move with your energy. You could be a Capricorn. You are a person that is very slow and steady, will win the race. You don't compete with anyone, because you know that you are your own competition. And I love that. And that's what I believe, because if we just focus on ourselves, then we're not panicking and worrying about anyone else. It doesn't matter if people are ahead of us or behind us. Just keep focusing on ourselves. And that's the energy that I feel that you possess. You're not worried about, and this could be at work, you don't care if someone's got pay rise and you haven't. You have your own goals outside of work that that you want to attain. And that's the thing. Once you keep focused on your own goals, your life could be so much peaceful. for, because when you start to pit yourself up against other people and they're in front of you or behind, that's when you're bringing in unnecessary stress into your own life. And maybe you've been that way in the past, right? However, I don't feel majority of you have. You are just fixated on your own goals because you have this way about knowing that eventually I'm going to make it, and your focus is on making it for your family. Some of you could be husbands, some of you could be wives, and some of you could be paying off a mortgage. So you don't need any more added stress, you know. And some of you could be in positions of power, some of you could be in long-term relationships, but you are a person that doesn't like to deal with conflict. Most people don't. Only people that are unstable love conflict, because that's not normal to me personally, right? So you desire peace. Anyone that brings drama into your life, they have to go. You are not afraid to remove yourself from people, even if it is family members. Again, because you have a lot of, you prioritize what's important and what's not. So anyone that's, you see how he's got his back to drama, anyone that tries to bring you into any type of drama or beef, third party situations, you've got no time for it, and you just remove yourself. You are the type of person that will just block someone, maybe out of the blue, because in your mind you're disturbing my peace. So you are a very grounded, stable, and reliable person, and you are a hard worker as well. You are, people are drawn to your energy because they see you as someone that they can actually have a long-term relationship with. They see you as someone that is a provider. Even, regardless of your gender, people view you as someone that is actually a provider. So they know that if they are a person that's ambitious, so people are drawn to your energy because you're ambitious. You do have a stern like quality about you, a no nonsense way about you, and people like that. Especially if people are trying to find a partner to settle down with, you could draw a lot of people to you, because you have this very self-sufficient energy. I mind my own business. I keep myself to myself. Some of you could drive a nice black car as well, expensive car. So for you, part number 2, I feel like you could be, you could have a lot of money, right? So, or people could perceive that you're rich, or that you've got a lot of money. And I'm not saying only people that want to date you because you've got money are drawn to you. I just feel like you could attract high value, accomplished individuals that also have money. Status is what I'm picking up. Again, there's an energy that does suggest that you are not the type of person to step on anyone's toes to get to where you need to be, and this is felt by others as well. So people are drawn to your energy because of your hard work ethic and your reliability, the fact that you don't take any shortcuts, you put in the work, you are very dedicated. You could have a lot of money, you could come from money as well. People may know this, or people sense this. People see you as a serious person. If they know that they're not going to bring anything to the table, they will not step to you. They will not step to you, right? Again, you are a person that could be quite solo minded. So you could actually own your own business, or you could work for yourself, or you could be in a position of power. You could be a boss, you could be a CEO. And for some of you, yes, people are drawn to your energy because you are in a position of power, and you know they would want to be seen with someone like you on their arm because they may feel like it gives them clout. But for others of you, people are drawn to your energy because there's a sense of safety here. There's a sense of, okay, power number 1, sorry, you may want to go check that one out. Power number 2, they're serious. You're very mature for your age. Regardless of your age, you're very mature, and people feel that a safety within that. Like, you're not going to play no mind games. You're not an F boy, you're not an F girl. You say what you mean what you say. You're that type of energy. Why are people drawn to your energy? People are drawn to your energy. We've got the Chariot card. You could be a Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, Mars, Venus, North, South Node, or Lilith, because you know where you're going in life. Like I said, you're not the type of person to compare yourself to others. I'm not saying you've never done it, but generally you're very self-focused. You've got your eye on the prize. Nothing, no one can stop me. I'm not getting, even if there's blockages in your way, power number 2, you are a person that, like, is that all you got? It's that type of energy I'm picking up. Is that all you got? Because many people may have tried to come up against you and block your path, right? Because people People are intimidated by your energy, I feel, and people are drawn to your energy because they see that you are a go-getter, and despite whatever challenges, whatever blockages have been placed in your way, you maneuver around these things, and people are in awe of you. They're like, power number two is unstoppable. They are a formidable foe. Especially if someone tries to come up against you, you are a formidable foe. And people may try because, okay, let me give you an example. If people have tried to come up against you, right, it's because they see your power, right? And they feel like if they can take you down, that means that they're more powerful than you because you intimidate others. Your energy is, and I feel for you, man, because I feel like you do have, because we've got 5 of Wands in the reverse, you have a lot of haters, power number two. You have a lot of haters because there's people that are threatened by your energy because they feel like you're going to get something from them. They feel like you're going to take a job opportunity from them. They feel like you're going to get status before them. Like, even if you're not where you want to be right now, people can sense the authority when you walk into the room, when you walk down the corridor, when you walk down the street. People can sense that this person is a leader of some sort. They're in some sort of high position, or they are a boss, because look, we've got Capricorn, we've got Cancer. These signs belong to the leadership group alongside with Aries and Libra. It's your birthright to be a leader. And you may not be aware of this, but I'm letting you know. People are drawn to your energy. There's not everyone that want to come up against you, but there's some people that are just like very vengeful. They want to take shortcuts. They want to be in positions of power. And the thing is, the reason why some of these people are not in these positions of power, because they will not use the power wisely. And that's why Spirit hasn't given them these traits and skills that you possess. But these are the types of people that will want to come up against you with the 5 of Wands. There's a lot of people that are energetically trying to battle with you. Maybe some of these individuals try to battle with you in the physical. So people are drawn to your strength. And some people are drawn to this strength of yours that you possess, but they want to destroy it. They want to out it. They want to minimize it because they feel like they should be in your position, or they feel like because you have this energy and aura about you, they're intrigued by it. Some people may try and recycle it and take it on as their own, but they just feel like you'll have access to, you'll have privilege and access to certain men or women that are in positions of power. You may get like certain pay rises, or you may get to date certain affluent men or certain bosses or CEOs, or you could walk into rooms that they feel like they will never be able to enter. And it's true. I'm going to be 100. It's actually true, because they don't have what you've got. And what you've got is determination, is grit, is hard work. But again, you don't wear yourself out, because some of these people that, again, try to come up against you and that are drawn to your energy, they're trying to wear you, they wear themselves out because they're trying to beat you at all costs. And again, you know when to stop. I'm not going to overwork. You prioritize things, right? So some of you could be a mother, okay? Even if you're a male listening to this, some of you could be a great father. You got a lot of nurturing qualities. Family comes first. You're very mothering. You could look after your mother. For some of you, like, family is very important to you, and you generally care. Some of you could actually be a carer, right? But generally a carer for maybe a family member, or you've got children, or you've got a mother that you have to take care of. And this is very admirable, and people are drawn to your energy because of your caring ways. And some people in a dating sense may feel like, oh, if I date part number two, then they're going to care for me like that. It depends. You understand? But I feel like generally, yes, but this is why people are drawn to your energy. I'm hearing the word suckle. But you could be like, you could be curvy if you are a female, right? If you're a male, you could be very muscular, or thick wham, as some people say. Like, you're very, very thick, very healthy, not thin, right? And this gives people a sense of safety. People could be drawn to you because they may feel like, I'm hearing like the word voluptuous, whether you are a man or a woman, right? You could be very voluptuous. Some of you could be very slender as well, and people could be drawn to your energy because they may feel like, oh, Part number two, they really take care of their health. Some of you could ride a bike. Some of you, like I said, you may have an expensive car, but there's something clean cut about you. And people are drawn to this because they feel like, part number two really takes care of their health. They've got amazing glowing skin. I love the way they dress. You could dress like with just like jeans and like a top. Like there's something just like neat about you. I used to always say that about Clark Kent when I used to watch Superman. I used to say to my sisters, oh, he's neat. He's neat. And they say, you fancy him, don't you? I'll be like, no, no, he's neat. But I didn't want to admit that I fancied him, right? Or Daniel from Karate Kid, right? I don't know if you guys watched Karate Kid back in the day. And those times, like, he was like 25 or something. But he looked young for his age at the time. But I used to say people were neat when I liked them, but I didn't want to admit that I liked them. It's a bit weird. But you could find people that may feel like you are neat. Like, you're the type of person that they want to be seen with. There's something about you that just screams money, that just screams class, affluence, is what I'm picking up. Someone that's a boss out here. And you're very striking. But going back to this Cancerian card with the Chariot, right? This does represent to me that you have traits about you physically. So again, if you're female or masculine, you could be very voluptuous, right? I don't know if you could say a man is voluptuous, but you could be heavy boned if you are a man, right? Big boned, I'll say. And it just screams like maternal. It just screams like people want to procreate with you. I don't know why, but that's what I'm feeling. People want to procreate with you. People may feel like you're very fertile. That's the right word. People are drawn to your energy because their energy connects to yours, because they feel like, especially if they are in like procreating energy, they want to procreate, or even if they're not, they don't understand why, but they just feel as if you would be someone that they can procreate, make love to, and procreate with. This is what I'm picking up. This is the energy that you exude. This is the type of person I should have children with. You've got that energy. This is a provider. This is a protector. So you are that energy whereby people feel as if you are the head of the household, regardless of your gender. Okay, so people are drawn to your energy because you are a star. Like, you stand out. You've got star quality. You've got charisma. You're magnetic. I feel like some of you could be in the public eye, whether that means that you are well known on social media. You've got social media platforms. You've got a lot of followers. I'm talking about over 500 followers on your platforms. Some of you are unaware that you generate a lot of hysteria. You've got star quality. Maybe if you look back to like high school days, or when you used to go to clubs and stuff, look at how people used to behave around you. But some people may not have told you this, and because it was for you to know. But sometimes when we're younger, we don't really sense these things about ourselves. We feel awkward. We feel like it's something wrong with us. Why are people staring at me? But it's like, why are people staring at you? It's because you've got star quality and you are hard not to look at. And I feel as if, again, with the Six of Wands, it says letter or news coming, victory news. Like, you just got this winning energy about you. And people may be drawn to your energy because they feel like if they align with you. And this is mainly, let me just be real, right? This is these type of people, right? Some of these people that are not connected to their power or to themselves, right, will try to align with you, as we say in Jamaica, hitch up with you, like, want to be around you all the time because they can sense that you get a certain shine. They can sense that you get certain. And I'm hearing you put in the work, though. It's not like given to you. It's not handed to you. But there's some people that may feel like if I'm associated with power number two, then I'm going to get the same type of treatment. Or because some of you could be in the public eye, right? But some of you could generally be like bosses, CEOs. You can own your own businesses, but you live a peaceful life. Your main focus is family. It's taking care of your family. But when you go out, when you have to, some of you may not like really going out. You prefer to stay at home. You are a homebody, is what I'm picking up here with the Chariot card. The Chariot card rules Cancer. Cancer rules the fourth house, which is the home house, right? In the astrological house, in the house division, or the houses that we have in astrology. So I feel as if, and look, we've got Leo here. Leo rules the fifth house, which is all about creativity, self-expression, dating. So you may have a lot of people that want to date you, but some of these people that want to date you, they want to sleep with you as well. And one of the reasons why is because, okay, let me put it in phrases. Some people may want to procreate with you. I feel like, yeah, you've been with partners that you may not, you thinking like, focus on my career. Some people are drawn to your energy because, again, they want some sort of fame and recognition that you got. So these are hangers on, right? I also feel like people are drawn to your energy because they're fans. They are fans of you. You have star quality, but the thing is, you may not want to go out all the time because you may prefer to be at home. You do have a lot of people that do like you as well. But I also feel like some people may act as if you're non-important, even though they're very drawn to your energy, but it's because they are trying to hide their emotions. They may not want you to know that they like you like that, because they could be so used to seeing how others react about you, how others react towards you, that they don't want to be seen in the same light. Because you do have a lot of people that look up to you, that stop and stare, whether this is at work, whether it's when you walk down the street, when you come to a family function, when you go to a friend's party, when you go to a party. Like, people stop and stare, and there's something about your swag. I just feel like it's your aura, like your energy is just like very, it's very calming, it's very soothing, it's very motherly, but then it's very, wow, who's he, who's her? So you may get people wanting to be your friend, wanting to connect with you again, wanting to, you know, socialize with you, and you're like, but I don't really go out. But you have star quality as well. So whether or not people know of your talents, some of you could be very gifted. Some of you may not even do singing or dance or nothing like that. You just got star quality. You've got personality. That's what it is. And I feel as if people are drawn to your energy because they find you very charismatic, very bubbly, very social. So you're the type of person that can work a room, maybe with a smile, with conversations. You can connect to different people. You can connect to CEOs, to bosses. You can connect to, people that are not in positions of power. You can connect to the elderly. You can connect to, you know, you can connect with children. You could be great with children. You could be a mother. You could be like, you could connect to so many different people, and you just got a personality. So some of you should be in the public eye. You should have your own platform as well. But people are drawn to this energy because they just want to be a part of this hysteria, because you could generate some sort of hysteria with people, is what I'm picking up. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. So people are drawn to your energy because they find you to be someone that is very stable, someone that has a bit of fame, star quality, someone that's magnetic, and someone that, you know, they feel is very down to earth. They want to get close to, is what I'm picking up. Someone that they feel safe around. So let's take a look. Okay, so we also sorry, have Aries, which is a Tower card. So the Tower card is ruled by the planet Mars, and Mars is the planet of action, right? And Aries rules Mars. So some of you could be in Aries, some of you could be Cancer, and some of you, we've got a lot of cardinals here. We've got 3 cardinals: Cancers, Capricorn, and Aries. We're just missing Libra. Oh, we've got Libra here, but that's the type of people that are attracted to you. And we've got Leo, which is a fixed sign. So people are drawn to your energy because they find you to be very dynamic. There's something about the way you walk. There's something about you could have like Mars. You could be Mars dominant. I feel like you could have a Aries ascendant, so very striking features is what I'm picking up. Rihanna's got Mars, sorry, Aries in Mars. What am I talking about? See, Rihanna's got Aries on her ascendant. Or you can have like, you could have like Mars squaring Capricorn or something like that. Mars squaring Saturn, sorry, or Mars conjuncting Mars or something like that. There's something here, or Mars conjuncting your moon, which will make you, you know, your emotions will be in harmony with your emotions will be in harmony with taking action, because Mars rules action. So I feel like some of you could be great at athletics, or you could have a banging body. regardless of your size, you take care of your body. You may like to box, you may like to go to the gym, you may like to run, you could be into martial arts as well. You could be good at martial arts, and people are drawn to this strength that you possess. People are drawn to your work ethic in this regard. The fact that you know, you take great care of your appearance. You're very dedicated to your craft as well. Some of you could be coaches as well. So people are drawn to your energy because they feel as if and some of you definitely could be sports coaches here. I feel you could be sports coaches. You could be an athlete. You could be a boss, a CEO. You're in some sort of position of power, I feel. And people are drawn to this because it gives them a sense of, it makes them, you are in a position of authority, and some people, they're drawn to this, and they just sense that air of regalness, that air of authority. That's just more authority, I feel. You have a sense of authority. You walk, and I'm hearing Beyonce, I walk like this because I can back it up. You've got a lot of confidence. You focus on yourself. You're not trying to compete with, you know, the next business or the next person. You know who you are, and this is very attractive. Whether or not people that you talk to know what you actually do, they can sense that you're a boss. You're serious out here, and this is why people are drawn to your energy. And I feel like you have that energy whereby whenever you come into an organization, whether it's a workplace, whether you maybe marry into a family or you start dating someone, your presence, it shapes things up for the better, or sometimes it shapes things up not for the better, but you are noticed, put it that way. Like, you make your mark. I feel more so good than bad. For some of you, people know not to cross you, right? Because people can sense that you can stand up for yourself. Like, you are a formidable foe. You're not one that people should try and come up against, because it's not going to end well. Whether it's through taking action, remember Mars rules action, or I feel like as you matured, because remember, you don't like drama. As you've matured, you generally like to fight with your mouth. So if people want to try and cuss you, then good luck, because you told them about their whole family, including great 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 grandparents. Because again, you rather put your energy in pursuing your goals and building your legacy, which you are actually building. You're all about building your legacy for the next generation, for your children, for your great grandchildren, for your grandchildren or your great grandchildren. But again, you're the type of person that you shake up the game whenever you enter, like a workplace, whatever. You put your stamp on things. People start doing things your way. Like, an organization will change because of you, because of your energy, because of the life that you bring into a building. If you go into a family, like, your friends may invite you to, like, their party or something, the whole energy shifts because you've arrived. It's like, who's that? And then people want to talk to you. If you go to a family function, the vibe changes for the better because you're there. Not to say the other people are boring, but you just bring, like, a different vibe. Is what I'm picking up. It's something about your dress sense as well. People like the way that you dress. So who are the types of people that are drawn to you, drawn to your energy, and what are their star signs, right? So we've got the Justice card, so Libra. So you could attract a lot of Libras, especially if you're like a Cancerian, because you belong to the same group. So Libras could be drawn to you because they can feel as if there's a sense of safety with you. They can feel like, this is someone that I want to partner up with, that I want to do business with, that, if I date this person, then they're going to be ambitious, and this is someone that I can actually marry. Because remember, Libras rule the 7th house, and 7th house does talk about signing of contracts, marriage contracts and business contracts. So Libras could generally be attracted to you, I feel, because they will feel like, they may not say it, but they may feel like, okay, this is someone that I can actually have a long-term relationship with. They will find you to be very trusting. Again, they may want to procreate with you and build a family with you. You are someone that they feel like they can take home to meet their parent as well. If you are a Leo and you connect with a Libra, because you generally attract a lot of Libras, I feel, Leo, spoke about it in the first pile, but I feel as if you attract Libras. I don't feel like I done pile number one justice when I was talking about this connection, but I feel like the reason why Libras are attracted to you because they like the fact that you are in the public eye, or they like the fact that you get a lot of attention. Because with Libras also get a lot of attention. Libras are social butterflies, and here they will find I've met my match. Again with you, pile number two. I said it to pile number one. Whenever you date someone, they're gonna have to be on your level or better or higher. No one's better than us, but higher. Because I feel like also you're the type of person that if someone's not on, some of you may just decide to be single because you may feel like there's no one out there for me. There's no one out there that's on my level, and that's not a conceited thing. But you may have dated people in the past that may have always tried to lean on you for financial reasons. You know, or just felt like, oh, I don't need to work because pile number two works. Or it's that type of thing. Even if they're a male, like you may have connected with people that just wanted you to take care of them, and it became like, am I your father? Am I your partner? Or if you're a woman, it's like, am I your mom? Like, what is this? Like, I don't mind looking after you, but you need to, it just became weird. So some of you may have felt like, I'm better off single. Because it wasn't an equal balance of give and take. You started to realize that. Some of you may have decided to be single. You could be single for a long time. Some of you are in partnerships now, but generally I feel like with you, part number two, meeting someone that's equally as ambitious as yourself, will be of the utmost important. Or someone that is okay, but someone, you could date someone and they could be okay with just being a stay-at-home dad or stay-at-home mom, but generally I feel like, but you're very ambitious, so you're very independent, but you want your person to be independent as well. You don't really like clingers, is what I'm picking up. Okay, we've got the Cancerian energy, but you still want to, you're the type of person that would like to work from home, build your business around home. But if you've got a partner, they need to be doing something as well, or be a part of the business as well. So some of you could actually, why people are drawn to you is because you could actually have a family business, because you're thinking about the future, and you're thinking about, again, your grandchildren, your great grandchildren, and leaving a legacy. This is why people are drawn to you, because they want to learn from you and they're inspired by you. But again, let's go back, because I can digress sometimes, a lot of the times. But if you are, if someone is a Libra, Libras are generally drawn to you because they can see, they feel like you match them. Like, this person matches me. I don't mind if, my Leo goes around and works the room, because I'm that way inclined too. They will be, this is the type of person I feel like if you attract Libras, they're not going to be threatened by you. They're not going to try and, pull you down or belittle your ideas. They will want you to actually shine, right? Um, Again, if you are a Capricorn and you attract a lot of Libras, because I thought a lot of Libras are attracted to you, square each other though. They see your power, and they feel like, okay, you can keep me balanced, you can keep me on the straight and narrow, I can learn from you. So Libras may feel like, I can learn from your work ethic, is what I'm picking up. Libra and Aries. Libra will find Aries to be very dynamic, very exciting, someone that's independent, someone that they feel like, okay, Aries are independent, so they're not going to be clingy. They're going to be inventing or doing something exciting. We can do these exciting things together. We can build with each other as well. This could be like a fiery connection sometimes, but they will feel like eventually we can stabilize a connection. This is someone I will feel like I can actually marry, because they're not like me. I want someone that's different. I want someone that's fiery. I want someone that's, exciting. So they'll find you exciting. They will find you to be unpredictable in some way, someone that's very outspoken, someone that will challenge them as well, is what I'm picking up. So again, some of you may generally connect to a lot of Capricorns, or a lot of Capricorns are attracted to you. So if you are a Cancer and Capricorns are opposite each other. A Capricorn person, and the thing is, I don't really, well, in my experience, because I've got a Cancer moon, I dated someone with a Capricorn moon, and it didn't end well because he was a narcissist. But it depends on the person, right? And a lot of Capricorn and Cancer relationships I've known of, they don't really work out, to be honest with you. I'm sure there's some that do, but Capricorns could be, I feel like Capricorns are drawn to you because if you're Cancer, it's into part number two, because they can feel like, okay, this is someone that I can have children with, that I can create with, and then you may have a child with this person. This is someone that I want to look after. This is someone I want to marry, right? So they may have that intention of, the reason why they're drawn to you, because they find that there could be a link between the mother and yourself, right? And you could have a link between the father and this person, because Capricorn does rule the father as well, right? In my view as well, as a headmaster. But they may feel like this is the type of person I should be with. This is someone that is, remember what I said, is fertile. So they may be drawn to you for that reason, like, okay, you're very fertile, I want to settle down with you, I want to invest in you, I want to make this work, I want to provide for you, you stay at home, whether you are a male Capricorn, male Cancer, or a female Cancer. So Capricorns may feel like, you know, I'll go out and provide, you stay at home. I'll build the business, you stay at home and rear the children, that type of energy. Capricorn and Capricorn, yeah, this is the reason why you attract Capricorns to yourself, if you are a Capricorn, is because they see you as their match. Like, okay, we can both build this empire together. You know, they may feel like, oh, I've met someone that is a workaholic like me, but with you, you're not a workaholic. You know when to, you know, put a line in the sand. But they may feel like, okay, this is someone I can build with. We can build a legacy together. You know, they just sense your power and authority because they possess power and authority if they are in their higher octave anyway, right? If they are not in their higher octave, they may feel like, oh, cash cow, okay, this is going to work. So you got to be mindful. If you are Aries, then you generally do attract Capricorns because they find you to be powerful, dynamic. Aries and Capricorns actually square each other. Square is a harsh aspect, but you know, Capricorns may find you to be very dynamic. They may feel like, oh, I can invest in Aries. So they may want to invest in your projects, your goals, you know. They may want to, say you want to, I'm just saying, like, say you might want to get surgery or something, they may pay for it, or they may pay for that lifestyle that you want because they will find you so sexy. Whether you're a male or female, they will want to be that sugar mama, sugar dada, sugar daddy, sugar daddy, you know. I remember hearing, I think Alice Love Exists, I love her, she's one of my favorite readers, right, on YouTube. And she had a reading called What is Saturn Daddy Saturn got in store for you. I thought that was so epic, that title, Daddy Saturn. But it's true though, like, because Saturn's got the like big boss, big daddy vibe, like big money in it. So for you Aries, I feel like even though Capricorns are like earth and stern, and ruled by Saturn, rigidness, etc., and you're ruled by Mars, action, they will find you to be exciting because Capricorns they could be very predictable, they could be very safe, like, oh, I don't think I. Whereas Aries, it could be very spontaneous, not in a Sagittarius way, but very spontaneous, very independent. Okay, you're not going to take me on holiday, I'm going to go by myself. Okay, I want to start up a business, and the Capricorn person will be very in awe of this. They'll just be thinking, wow, like, Aries is so sexy, so dynamic. And especially if you're physical with this person, they will just find you to be so experimental, so someone with so much energy, fire, and just someone that is all over, just passionate about life. So they will love this about you. They will want to invest in you as well. There could be frequent arguments though, but there's something spicy about your there's something spicy about you, Aries, which is why Capricorns are very drawn to you as well. And I feel like Capricorns may be drawn to you because they feel like they can tame you. They may feel like, oh, if I give them money or if I marry them or something, then they won't be as independent. They will want you to need them, is what I'm picking up. If you are a Leo, then again, Barack Obama is a Leo and Michelle Obama is a Capricorn. I feel like you're meeting your match here. A Capricorn, Capricorns are drawn to you because they feel like, I've met my match. Like, they're not going to be intimidated due to the fact that people are throwing themselves over you, trying to flirt with you, and disrespectfully sometimes people may try and flirt with you in front of your Capricorn person, but your Capricorn person, they know that you're charismatic. They know that it comes with the territory, innit? Like, okay, it's gonna happen. They may get angry inside, but they may feel like, but I'm equally as powerful. And they too may get like women throwing themselves at them, men throwing themselves at them. Capricorns are very traditional as well, and because of them being very traditional and sometimes being too safe with a Leo, they will find a Leo to be very childlike, and this could soften their hard edges, if that makes sense. So excuse me, the reason why Capricorns are drawn to you if you're a Leo is because you make them, get in touch with their inner child. You show them fun. You are fun. You make them take the mick out of themselves. Like, everything doesn't have to be serious, and you're very light-hearted, very playful, and this is what's missing with a Capricorn. So that's why they're drawn to you, because they feel a sense of, oh, you know what, I can actually, we can have fun, or we can be a bit goofy, or we can go to different restaurants, and you could expose them to different like musics. They could be like setting their ways, like, no, I listen to Beethoven. This is just like an example, right? I listen to Beethoven, I listen to opera, da, 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 and you're like, why are you listening to Kendrick Lamar? Like, why are you listening to Bounty Killer? Bounty Killer's a ragga Jamaican artist. Why are you listening to Beanie Man? Like, listen to this type of music. Why are you listening to Britney Spears or Christina Aguilera or something like that? Tyler, I don't know, right? This is what you if you're a Leo, you can introduce them to different ways of being. Why don't we go to that restaurant instead of you're always working? Why don't we go to that restaurant? Leos can show them that you can balance out fun and also work. Like, you can have a balance. And this is why Capricorns are drawn to you, because it's like, I'm hearing a whole new world. You introduce them to a whole new world, and they will want to invest in you and invest in the relationship, and marry you as well. If you Some of you attract a lot of Tauruses. So if you are a Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, Mars, or Venus, North or South Node, or specifically the main planets, right? You attract a lot of Tauruses. Oh, I'm hearing Taurus South Node for some of you. But anyway, you attract a lot of Tauruses as well. And it could feel like this is a soulmate connection, because Tauruses will find you. The reason why Tauruses are drawn to your energy is because they see you as, okay, this is the one. Like, especially if they've been single for a long time, if they've been dating other people, right? Once they meet you, it's a wrap. Like, exes, it's a wrap. This is the one. This is wifey. I'm going to marry this person. People are drawn to you, Cancer, especially Tauruses, because they feel as if you have the same values. You have the same outlook in regards to how to raise children, in regards to what it entails to have a healthy home structure. So they see you as having the same values. They see you as being very nurturing. They're drawn to your nurturing ways. And whether some of you are feeling like, I don't know, these Tauruses, but I know that some Tauruses may have fancied me in the past, but I've never dated one to get to know one. But this is why they're drawn to you, because they can sense this energy off you. This is what they feel like. If I date partner number 2, if you're Cancer, then they are going to be a great parent. We have the same type of values, is what I'm picking up. You could be religious, or they may feel like, okay, you believe in the same religion, or there's something about them feeling as if you will be safe to love, because you're the type of person that they could actually settle down with and marry. You will not cheat on them. You will put family first. You're very nurturing, very kind, very caring, is what I'm picking up. If you are a Capricorn and you attract a lot of Tauruses, it's because Tauruses are earth signs as well, and Capricorn and Tauruses, as well as Virgos, they are a trine, which means they're all cousins, same element. And I feel like Tauruses are attracted to you because they're attracted to your energy, because they feel like, okay, Capricorns have a hard work ethic. They may feel like I've met my match. I'm not going to get no one that's trying to come up against me and compete with me, even though I'm in a relationship with them, because you can get people that try and compete with you when you're in a relationship with them, which is very sad. But they may feel like, okay, I can build with Capricorn. This could be a long-term relationship. You may connect with, not necessarily, because there are some Tauruses that don't want to settle down and get married, right? But at first, they may feel as if, or they could be drawn to your energy because of your stability, because of you always being in a job, because of you, and maybe your role. Again, you're in a position of power, so then again, you've got to be mindful, because you could connect with people that may want to latch onto you due to you having more money. That's why I mentioned you have to, for you, part number 2, it's best to date someone that's on your level, or maybe higher than your level in regards to how much they make or whatever, because anything lower, I'm hearing douchebags. You could connect with douchebags, waste man, waste gal, that may want to rinse you, like take your money, like just stay at home, not do nothing, quit their job, not work. You go to work, you come home, they're just lying down, sleeping on the settee. So you got to be careful. But with Tauruses, they see you as very practical, someone that has the same traditional values as themselves, someone that is reliable, so they know that, okay, bills are going to get paid on time. They're going to be as hardworking, if they are a hardworking Taurus, and as ambitious as me. I can bet upon this. I can actually invest in this relationship. Like, I can get a mortgage out with this individual, because I know that it's not only going to be me that's got to pay for everything. So I'm hearing like Tauruses could be attracted to you because they will see you as someone that is financially stable, but also stable and level headed, and someone that they can actually have a serious relationship with, to do serious things like bring children into the world and have a mortgage. Someone that they see longevity with, like I'm hearing like endgame, right? So Tauruses, and if you attract a lot of, you do actually attract a lot of Tauruses, Aries. And, I think I touched upon this in part number one. You could attract a lot of Tauruses because they find you to be exciting and dynamic, and unpredictable. Because Tauruses are reliable as well, but there's something like spontaneous, spicy about you, and you challenge them. You could challenge them not to be so safe, right? Because Tauruses, they could be like homebodies. I'm a homebody, nothing wrong with it, and I'm in Leo, right? But I've got Cancer moon, so that's probably why. I have Mars in Cancer, but I feel like you could challenge a Taurus not to always want to be at home all the time. Like, you can travel, we can go out. We don't always have to stay at home. Like, you could introduce them to different things, like maybe going to watch a game, like an American football game, a soccer game for my American viewers, but a football game, uh, maybe a hockey game or something. Like, you inspire them to travel because they could just be so safe in their routine that they don't want to come out of their routine, and you can introduce them to different things, getting active, going to different parts of the world. So a Taurus will feel like they can learn from Aries to be more spontaneous, not really spontaneous, that's more saggy, right? But to be more adventurous is the right word, and not just be so predictable and like samey. And if you are a Leo, Tauruses are drawn to you because, again, generally, I just feel like, me personally, I've dated Tauruses before and it just doesn't work, but that might just be for me. It depends what deacon of Taurus that you go out with. I found that when I dated Taurus deacons in that are Aries, I mean, yeah, there could be more Aries because they're born in April. It don't work out in relationships. But I've got a sister that's a Taurus in April, and me and her, she's literally my best friend. So I feel like for me personally, with Tauruses in April, no. But the reason why they're drawn to you is because they see you as very fun, charismatic, someone very different, because again, they can have this way about them that could be very, traditional in a sense. But they may want, some of them may want something different, especially if they're the April ones, because it's coming off the back of Aries, and Aries are very independent. So Aries can also be a sign whereby they date who they want to date. No one can't tell them nothing, right? So if they come off the back of that, they can see, oh, Leo's a bit spicy, isn't it? But they are drawn to your free spirited ways, but at the same time, they could try and make you conform to some sort of traditional values. I feel like it could be their way of, them being drawn to you is because of the differences that you possess. Your fire, their earth, right? And it also leans upon, I want to be a part of Leo's world. I want to see what's good, and again, Leo, introduce them to introduce them to, like, they could get taken aback though. They could be intrigued, I should say, by like the level of attention that you get. But then they're drawn to it, and they could become a fan as well. And depending on how highly evolved they are, this fandom that is experienced from them could turn into rivalry or hatred, where they may actually try to humble you. And they may feel like, oh, you're not stable enough. You're here, there, and everywhere. And you could be like, but you knew what you was getting yourself to you. You knew that I have to go out as part of my job, or you know that it's not my fault people are staring at me when we go out, and they may not want to go out as well. That could be another thing, but they could be drawn to you. If they are in their higher octave anyway, they could just be drawn to you because they could feel like if they're at peace with themselves, right, and they are not insecure, they are drawn to you because of your flamboyance, because of your charisma, because of your playfulness. This is what they may crave in their own life, and they see it within you because of yourself, your confidence in your self-expression. This is what they like, because they may feel like, I am too reserved in some cases. Not as reserved sometimes as like a Capricorn, but like, or like a, I'm talking about when people are not in their higher octave, because it depends on what you have in the chart as well. But they could be drawn and, you know, taken in by your self-expression and your confidence and your, walking in your power and giving zero fucks. This is what I'm feeling, that they're drawn to it. But if they're in their lower octave, then they may try and humble you and may try and make you conform to a way of being that will not actually fit. So people are drawn to your energy, especially, I feel like people are drawn to your energy, I feel like sometimes, because they could need healing, a little bit like power number one. But I also feel as if your energy is missed whenever anyone, if you date someone, right, or if it's friendship or whatever the case is, right, and they didn't appreciate you, when you leave, it's very much, you're very much missed. Like, your energy is very potent. I feel like your energy creeps up on people. Power number one's energy was like bang, you cannot miss it. Your energy creeps up on people. You're silent but powerful. And I feel like, because there's a self-contained energy with you, there's an energy whereby you feel to yourself, because remember, you're just focused on yourself. I'm not saying power number one's not, but their energy is very open, you know. But I feel with you, it's like you're very centered. That's yes, but it's like you've got a lot of protection around your energy, and your energy is just geared towards one thing and one thing at a time. And I feel like people may not really, they're drawn to it. They can sense this power. They can sense an authoritative energy, like a very important. We are all important anyway, but they can sense like a leadership like energy, but they can't put their finger on it. But again, some people can be intimidated by this energy, and they could feel like, I bet you pile number two is rude or something like this. So they may back off a bit. But then once they get to know you, it's like, you know what, they're actually all right, I actually like them. This person is, but at first they're intimidated by the energy. They're drawn to it, but they're a bit fearful of it. But they may feel like, I actually want to know more about them. It's what I'm picking up. And I feel like if some people didn't appreciate your energy, or they just like put you at the back burner for whatever reason, your energy is missed from any type of organization, job, family, gathering, friendship, party, whatever the thing is, right? It is actually missed. And it's missed in the sense of, why didn't I see that they were a gem all along? It's that type of energy. So this could come from people that you've dated, especially if they've snaked you in some way, because we do have the Seven of Swords. You do have an energy, unfortunately, whereby, because I want my readings to be ones whereby you learn about yourself as well, so you can gain clarity about why certain things happened and so forth. You do have an energy which can unfortunately be a little bit perceived as naive, whether or not that's the truth. And if that is the case, that's something that needs to be looked at, and not everyone is nice. I read a quote yesterday where nice is not good. Nice doesn't mean you're good. Someone can be nice to get what they want from you, but doesn't mean they're a good person. Being a good person is someone that is, in my view, right? Please comment below if you feel that, what you feel being a good person is. I might actually put a post up. But being a good person, to me personally, is thinking of others, not just thinking about yourself, right? Sometimes we can all be selfish, but thinking of others, not just thinking about yourself. Not everyone has empathy. I know that. I've learned that. There's a difference between having empathy and sympathy, right? Having sympathy is when, oh, I feel sorry for her. Having empathy is putting yourself in that person's shoes. Not everyone has that ability, so that's something some people can't help. But being a good person is at least trying to understand how it would, something that you are doing would affect another person. Being there for another person when you can, because you know your limits, right? Treating people the way you want to be treated. That should be the first one, right? Treating people the way you want to be treated. Okay? Being generous, but obviously having boundaries. The list can go on. Not going out intentionally to hurt someone makes you a good person. And unfortunately, with you, pile number 2, because you could view people as, I feel like some of you have taken your energy back and you're like, you know what, I ain't fucking with these people because it's just too much. That's why you're just, and I feel like you're a very self-focused person in general. And again, you may have people trying to come up against you even more so, because it's like, why does he think or she think she's better than me? And no, you're trying to be better than the person you were the day before. Your competition is with yourself. These are the type of people that want to compete with everyone and still fail because they ain't got the grit. They ain't got the work ethic. They ain't got the star quality. Yeah. They just ain't got it. So they need to stay in their lane. And because you're staying in yours. You're staying in yours. And unfortunately, I feel like for some of you, you put trust in the wrong people. We all have. You put trust in the wrong people. And you may have felt, you know what, I'm not bothering anymore. I'm just going to put trust in myself. I'm going to put trust in myself. And some people, because you're very nice, once people get to know you, they see that you're nice, they see that you're jovial, you can work the room, very bubbly, magnetic. They feel like they can profit off this. They can, capitalize off this traits that you have. They feel like you're naive. So people could be drawn to your energy because they feel like you're naive. So that's something to be careful of. And again, these are like the waste man and the waste girl that want to advance or don't want to work and they want you to do everything. They feel like they're manipulative. So you could attract a lot of manipulative waste people, unfortunately. But I feel in general, once you remove yourself from people, that's when it hits people that they're never going to be able to access your energy again because your energy is powerful. They may have tried to minimize it whilst in your life, but once you're gone, they will never be able to capture this type of energy again. Your energy is huge, it's big, but it's slow and it's steady. And if you don't look fast enough, you may miss it. And it's only accessible to a chosen few. Okay? And for some people, even when you're staring them right in the face or your energy is around, they're still trying to ignore it. Some of them could purposely try to ignore it, but some of them, they just don't see it. Because you may not be that loud type of person. It's only like when people get to know you, they realize, wow, this energy is infectious, and they could become very addicted to this energy here. And it's more addicted to that safety aspect that you give people, because it's something very family orientated about you. You have that ability to make people feel like family. You're very nurturing. You're very cozy. You could give great hugs as well. So that's what I have for you, part number 2. I'll speak to you soon. Please like, share, subscribe. If you would like a private reading, holla. Okay, we're going to part number 3. I didn't think it was going to be this long, but let's see. We're going to go on for 2 hours, I believe. All right. So let's see. Who are you? You could be a Leo. You could be a Scorpio. We've got 3 of Wands, 8 of Pentacles. Right. 3 of Pentacles, and we've got 9 of Wands. I'll put them down in a minute. So who are you? All right, I'm hearing you could be very loud, ambitious. And when I say loud, some of you could have like a loud laugh, or some of you could be very loud, like your energy is very powerful. It's very colorful as well. It's very powerful, but I feel like your energy is loud as well. You can't miss, people can't miss you. Very charismatic. Some people could fear you as well because you got like this very dominant, like it's a very forceful nature I'm feeling for some of you. Not for all of you, but I just got this energy of like, it's very dominant. You could be like a Leo Aries, because you know we have different decans of Aries. Sorry, Leos and Aries, but like for instance, the first week of Leos, which is the July Leos, they are known as a double Leo. So they have like Leo traits with an extra dose of Leo traits, and then you've got like the Leos born from the 2nd of August or the 3rd. I have to recheck my notes, and to the 11th, they're Jupiter Leos. So they are Sagittarius, Jupiter, Sag. Because even Sagittariuses have their decans. I'll go into that in a bit. But if you're born from the 2nd to the 11th of August, you are known as the Sagittarius Leo. So you'll have a lot of Saggy traits. But this Leo I'm picking up here, you could be born from the 12th to like the 22nd of August. So you are known as the Leo Aries, with a lot of Leos with a lot of Aries traits, right? And again, with Aries, they have their decans. And I feel like you could be born from you're born from like the 12th to the 22nd of August. That's the type of Leo I'm picking up, that energy with a lot of Aries traits. So Aries are known to be very confident, which is amazing, right? But very independent, can be quite aggressive in their pursuit of what they want, etc. So that's why I mentioned, like, when I saw this, I thought this is a loud energy. So I feel like even if you're quiet Leo, there's something very aggressive about, and I'm a Leo myself, right? So please, right? There's something that very aggressive and intimidating about your energy, where you're independent. Like, people could be fearful of your energy. Like, you're likable, people do like you, but people could be kind of scared of you as well. That's what I'm picking up. You go after what you want unapologetically, and no one's gonna tell you nothing in it. Like, and you're not afraid to tell people about themselves as well. So people are kind of scared of you in that way. But generally, once people get to know you, they see that you are a kitten. See, I just got a cat there, and I love black cats. And you're very creative, you're very likable and social. I'm hearing playful as well. You could be a person, people are drawn to your energy because of that fact, because they see you as someone that can take care of, like, once I'm with my Leo person, then no one can't tell me nothing, or they're going to have my back. So you can have people's back. You are known as, people are drawn to your energy. This is why people are drawn to your energy. I'm not saying it's a fact, but this is why people are drawn to your energy, because you give that sense of safety. You give that sense of maturity. You give that sense of you can take care of business. You can handle yourself, and you can handle other people's business. So people may want to rely on you. People may want to lean on you. I'm hearing, hold up, wait a minute. You don't really like people doing this. You don't really like people relying and leaning on you, or you may feel, people, I feel like a lot of people wait for you as well. A lot of people wait for you to make a decision. A lot of people wait for you to, because again, you are a leader, because Aries are leaders, right? Leos are leaders. And if you're born in that week, you don't have to be born in that week, but I just picked up that energy. I don't really pick up that energy when I see the Queen of Wands, but I feel like you choose who you want to give your energy to and who you don't want to give your energy to. Yes, you acknowledge you are in this leadership position, but you could be you may feel like things are a bit time consuming. Like, a lot of people do rely on you, etc. But I feel as if, I'm just looking at my battery, 15%. I feel as if you could be someone that procrastinates somewhat sometimes. And I feel like when I say procrastinate, that can be in regards to like maybe work, in regards to like moving away from. And the thing is, Leos, we do, because I'm Leo too, right? No shade here. We do have a tendency to wait to see if things are going to change in situations. Sometimes we wait too long, because Leos are very low. They're very low. And we give many chances. So you could be a person that gives a lot of chances, but I feel like people are drawn to your energy because of your reliability, because of the fact that people feel like they can lean on you in some regard. But I was touching upon the fact you could actually be selective as to who you allow to lean upon you. That's why I heard like, hold up, wait a minute. Like, no. So you could be selective as to who you choose to help. There's the energy of you. Some of you could be a Scorpio, or you could be a Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, Mars, or Venus. So I feel like people sense there's a depth with you. People sense there's a very powerful aura that you possess, but people are drawn to you because I'm hearing they see you as one of them. So there's a relatability that you have about you. People feel like you have the answers. People are drawn to your energy because you may have experienced a lot of different things. You could attract a lot of people that have gone through bereavement, grieving, deaths, etc. But you may not have properly healed, and you never heal from someone close to you passing away, but you may give off this energy that, without you realizing, right, this is what people are drawn to your energy for this reason. You may give off this energy like you know the answers because you've been there. But the thing is, you may not have navigated, you may not have all the answers to get yourself out of there, or you could still be going through intense therapy, or and it's no shade, because I think everyone should go to therapy. Because trust me, if everyone went to therapy and found the right therapist, that's the first thing, there will be a lot of happier people walking around. That's my honest opinion. If everyone done the work. Some people don't want to go to therapy, but if you don't at least do the fucking work, instead of projecting your unhealed wounds onto others. That's just my point of view on that matter. But I feel like with you, you have a lot of depth. Some of you could be like psychologists, counselors, or you have this ability to connect with people on a deep level, because Scorpio rules death, transformation. It's in the reverse. So there's something that's not transformative here. People may be, I feel like people that need healing, and okay, sorry, please. I feel like people that need healing are drawn to you. People that's gone through a lot of bereavement, or people that have broken up in relationships. You could be a relationship counselor, right? But people are attracted to your energy because they feel like you can help them to heal and transform. Is what I'm picking up. There's something very seductive about you. Beneath this playful, colorful, deep position, there's a lot of depth. I always feel, and some of you could just be a Scorpio, you might not be an Aries, right? I mean, or a Leo, sorry. But I feel like you're born on that week I mentioned. But I feel like with the Death card, people are drawn to your energy because they could sense that there is some sort of pain there, or some sort of healing, that there's a crack. When I say a crack, like you got to be careful, because you could attract a lot of narcissists. Pile number 3. We all are susceptible to attracting them as well, because I just done pile number 2 and there was indications of that there too. But I feel like you could attract, people are drawn to your energy because they may feel like, oh, pile number 3 is not healed, so I can capitalize off this fact. So you've got to be quite mindful, because there could be something within you that needs to be healed. But because again, Death card is in the upright, meaning it's not, to me, that does talk about something not being transformed, because the Death card rules Scorpio. Scorpio talks about death, transformation. There hasn't been a transformation. Something is stuck. Something is stagnant. This could be in regards to a relationship for some of you. You may have to transform a relationship or end a relationship. The 8th house, which Scorpio rules, does talk about maybe a loss of a relationship, maybe due to a bereavement, maybe due to a divorce, because the 8th house does rule the merging of finances, like being in a marriage, coming off the back of the 7th house where you signed a marriage contract, and then you move into the 8th house, which talks about the merging of contracts, because you're now as one now, right? Not in all cases. Some people choose to keep separate accounts, or that could be the thing, right? But some people could also view you, they're attracted to you because they feel like you have a lot of money. you got a lot of money saved, or you are a hard worker. So they may feel, and it's okay. Some people could feel, right, that some people are attracted to your energy because they could feel like you have a lot of money. And if I get with him or her, then they will share some of that money with me. It's the people that are in their low vibration. We'll find out who these people are, because we've got cards on, yeah, we've got cards on who are generally attracted to you, so you can get an inkling as to who some of these people may be. Yes, so there's something around, and that's not for all of you, that's for some of you, right? But there's especially if you're dealing with narcissists, they could sense within you that there's something that's not healed. So you could attract narcissists. Not all relationships, but some relationships, because they may feel that you wait on them to change, even though they're not going to change. And you have a lot of money. Maybe you speak about how much money you've got to people. That's something that maybe you shouldn't do. Or a lot of people have access to you as well, I feel. A lot of people have access to you. And Spirit's saying that, yeah, you could invest in people that you actually need to stay away from. And you, sometimes we all do it, we make the wrong investment sometimes, but you have, a lot of people have access to you, and that could be a Leo thing. And there's a need to transform this, because there's some people that do not belong in your life right now, but you put a lot of emphasis in these people, a lot of work into these connections. And these could be friends, this could be like spending too much as well on, I don't know, but let's get back to the point. So why people drawn to your energy? So people could assume that you are a lady of leisure, a man of leisure, and you've got a lot of money. So if you're dealing with narcissists, right, they could feel like, oh, like what I just mentioned with the 8th house. If you're not dealing with a narcissist, people are drawn to you because they may feel like, I can have a lot of fun with pile number 3. We can hang out together. We can go to different restaurants together. These are people that are working. These are people that have got their own money, right? And they are drawn to you because they feel like you work hard, you play hard, you deserve it because you work for what you've got. People could be drawn to your energy because they may feel as if you are not easy to sleep with as well. And when you could be celibate, because Scorpio rules the 8th house, and 8th house talks about death, transformation, sex, right? Rebirth. You're not easy. So this is why people are drawn to your energy. Whether you've mentioned this to people and I feel like you channel your energy into creative pursuits, into pouring into yourself. Some of you could have a cat, some of you place value on experiences like traveling, going to different restaurants, going to concerts, going to theatre, going to sports events as more, because some of you are aware about energy transfers and stuff like that, right? So you're very selective. There are people that do have a lot of access to you, which I mentioned before, but in regards to like sleeping around, you're not the one to do things like that. And you preserve your energy in that way, and it makes you more appealing to the people that you do attract, because it gives a sense of groundedness, and your sacral chakra could be very contained and juicy, but you prefer to pour this energy into your creativities. Some people could be drawn to your energy because, like I said, these could be people that you don't know, right? But they're drawn to your energy because they just know, like, power number 2 is not like, there's something sexy about power number 2. And it's because you've got a lot of creative energy. You've got a lot of creative energy that exudes, and you, again, because you do all these fun things, because you create, right? It makes people know that it makes people feel like you'll be good in the bed, or just makes people just drawn to you, just feeling like, I'm just drawn to her creativeness. It's attractive. His creativeness is attractive. They don't know why, but then some people that do know about chakras and so forth, they just feel like he's got a healthy sacral chakra. Or you could have spoken to this individual and said, "Oh, I haven't had sex in a long time," or whatever. And this is so intriguing even more, because it's like, so I'm going to be the first one in like 3 years that they slept with, or 2 years, or 8 years, or whatever the case is. So this is very appealing to some people. Let's see. Who are you? We've got Three of Pentacles. So you are very sociable. You like to connect with friends. You like to connect with, your family members. Again, you're very creative as well. And networking is very important to you. And that's what I mentioned before. Like, that's good. But for some of you are quite guarded as well. And some of you are coming out of this energy of being quite guarded too. Again, some people are drawn to your energy because they just feel like you have a lot of money, like you're worth a lot of money, or you have a lot of money. And some of you could have a business as well, or some of you could have a business and people know of this business and they just respect the fact that you make your own money, or your business is thriving, it's prospering. With the Three of Pentacles, who are you? Someone that likes to communicate a lot with different people. So again, you've got different friends from different groups as well. You could be quite closed off as well, but I feel like you could be quite closed off to the wrong people sometimes. You may not allow people to get too close to you. So you have different connections with different people, but people may feel like they don't really get to know the real you, is what I'm picking up. Only maybe a chosen few, or maybe one person. I'm hearing you could spread yourself too thin sometimes as well. You could have different groups of friends, but people may feel like they don't really know you as a person. What type of people do you attract? So you attract people. You could attract a lot of Leos. You could attract people that see themselves within you. Some people that are, I'm hearing, outspoken, outgoing. You do attract a lot of attention. You do have the star quality. You're very magnetic, right? So people do look at you and think, like, who's this? Some of you could be in the public eye. Some of you don't have to be in the public eye. But you attract people that could be in the public eye. Someone that gets attention as well. These are the type of people that are drawn to your energy because they feel like, okay, I've met my match. So if you attract a lot of Leos to you, then these Leos want to share the limelight with you because, again, they may feel like, in some cases, they're all alone with this type of attention, and sometimes it can get a bit lonely, but when they connect with you, it's like, okay, someone gets it. This is like a healthy Leo. If it's like a Leo that's like not in their higher octave, and they will try and compete for the spotlight. See how all the spotlights on her, right? But if you're connecting with like healthy Leos, then they would want to actually share the limelight with you. They will want to inspire you, empower you, and they will want the same back. So if you do attract a lot of Leos, it's because they see a lot of you within them, and they would want to share the same experiences with you, like go out for meals, go out for meals, go to concerts, go to sports events, go on dates. They won't be what's the right word, intimidated that other men or women find you attractive, because they'll be like, I get the same attention too. Or they'll probably say something like, you look great, so that's why they're looking at you. Or if it's a friend, this is mainly romantic, they won't feel intimidated because they get the same type of attention too. They got their own thing going on. If you are Scorpio, you attract Leos as well because they like your depth, they like your intensity as well, and they may feel like when they're going through problems, they can talk to you because you will not judge them, you will understand, and they can share their innermost, deepest feelings and thoughts that they may not even feel comfortable enough to share with anyone else, because they just feel like on a spiritual level, you just get it, you understand. They may feel like they may feel like you are very, you know, very sexy, and they will want to connect with you in a seductive way, or they will just feel like they can go there with you in terms of relationships. They can, in terms of like heavy topics, they can actually go there with you because you can handle it. And some of you may feel like you can't, but they just sense like there's a bad boy, bad girl vibe about you. You know, it's what I'm picking up. Okay, so we also have, you see, this could be the narcissist I was talking about. We have the devil card in the reverse. So a lot of Capricorns are drawn to your energy as well. So you attract a lot of Capricorns and a lot of Leos to your energy. Because I wanted more people cards. I wanted a lot of people cards for all of the other piles. And I feel like we may have to stay on this topic for a bit. I did pick up narcissistic energy without even seeing the Capricorn card. So when I saw it, when I looked, I thought, okay, it makes sense, right? You can attract a lot of Capricorn individuals. And I wanted to do this reading because maybe it can give people a sense of who should I be around and who should I not date. And it's only 2 signs that have come up for your reading. So if you've had issues with Leos or Capricorns in the past, maybe it could be worth exploring. Maybe Pisces or Cancers, or not even that, maybe like Aries or Libras, maybe Geminis, or maybe Tauruses or Virgos. But anyway, back to the point. I feel like you attract Capricorn individuals because some of these Capricorn individuals are in their toxic energy, and they are at war with themselves. If you connected with them in the past, hopefully this is not a future prediction, but they're at war with themselves and they need to find someone or something to control. And remember what I mentioned with you in regards to there's a gap, there's a crack here that these individuals sense. That's why they're drawn. It could be like an empath narcissist dynamic, because in some regards there's an unwillingness to fill this void, or whatever that void is. It's sensed by someone like this, or it could be sensed by someone like this that will take advantage of it and appear to be a person that will fill the void. So it's almost as if you're looking outwardly for that validation as opposed to inwardly. So there's certain aspects that show that you do validate yourself, right? But there's an aspect of, am I still good enough though? Where it should more be, I'm that bitch, I'm that guy, innit? Like, what? You shouldn't, like, part number 2, okay, it's not good to compare, Alicia. I'm not going to do that. But it should be more of, it's a privilege to be in my presence. And it's not conceited. It's about knowing your worth and what you bring to the table. So it's like you got all these amazing traits and qualities about you. But again, there's an indication of investing in the wrong people at times, which we can all do. I have to stress, right? Turning your back onto the wrong people and turning your back on genuine people at times and focusing on the wrong people, because it's almost a sense of like you maybe wanted to heal people as well. We've all been there as well, trying to save people and stuff like that. Some people don't want to be saved. Some people want to destroy. And some people may not see that you're coming into their life to try and save them. And you could be trying to heal them, trying to aid them, when they could look at you and feel like, okay, another victim. So you could attract people that suffer from narcissistic personality disorder, that want to control. You see how, look, he's got the thing there, the puppet. Want to control, want to dominate, want to gaslight, and then when you ask, why did you do that? I didn't do that. Or it's because I love you. Want to play mind games with you. These are the type of people you've attracted before, but then act as if they're safe to love. Energy vampires. These are the individuals that may actually take your money, and you end up spending a whole heap of money on them. And when you turn around, you realize that the whole your bank account's cleared out. And the reason why some of these people do it is because they can sense that there is a level of you not being satisfied being in yourself. And that's what I mentioned, like your energy can be spread out too much. Like a lot of people are geared access to you, and then you become fearful after, because of when you encounter these narcissistic people, you become fearful and you start to doubt everyone and think everyone's like that, because you may not point the finger at the person that's being a narcissist, but you start to either not invest in people that are actually like nice or are safe to like be friends with or be in a relationship with. You could be so used to people being rude, not rude. You could be so used to people being manipulative with you, that when someone is genuine, you mistaken it for them having an agenda. Whereas when someone is outrightly being toxic, being a narcissist, playing mind games, this type of people that you may have encountered that don't contact you, but say to you, you can't contact anyone else, or just play mind games. I don't even want to tap into that energy. Just play like mind games, and you feel like you can't close out cycles with them, and there could be other suitors vying for your attention, and because this person's got you in some sort of loop, opportunities are missed, because you may want to put work into, and the thing is, you're a hard worker, you work for what you got, you deserve everything you've got, but you could attract, because you may feel like, I've got to be married by this time, I've got to have this and that, and then whoever you encounter can sense this. This is like there's some sort of desperation that they may sense, because you could get into these connections and try and hurry. This is when, if you've connected with the narcissist, and I'm saying this because I connected with one, right? So I'm not sitting here acting like I'm mightier than thou, because that's not the case. And when I look back, I realized it was because, I wasn't loving myself. I was too in need of their validation and their love, when in actuality I actually had to love myself, and I actually learned to love myself due to that actual connection with that fucking fuckboy narcissist. And I feel like that's why I don't promote twin flame connections, because I feel like twin flame connections promote narcissistic relationships. That's my personal opinion, right? And you shouldn't have to have a runner and a chaser. And this could have been a dynamic with yourself and a Pacific person, or Pacific Capricorns that you dated, or Pacific toxic ones that you've dated, right? You may have been chasing them and they may have been running. They may have blocked you. They may have not communicated with you for weeks, months, days, whatever. And then all of a sudden, out of the blue, they're communicating with you, acting as if everything's normal, everything's fine. When you ask them what happened, where have you been, why did you do that, you're getting blocked again. All whole heap of thing. Or arranging a date, not turning up. Just mind games, right? Fuckboy energy, and or fuck girl energy. And the Nine of Wands, it's made you become paranoid and fearful because of how this person has treated you. So you can tend to attract Capricorns that are quite toxic. Not all, but some. And it's because they can sense that there's a sense of you needing their validation. So Spirit is saying that you need to validate yourself, even if it's going to feel uncomfortable at times. You say affirmations, and they can foresee, because some of you could feel like, but why am I being treated like this? Like I'm an independent person, I can look after myself, I take myself out. But they could foresee that there's a desperation to be loved, to be needed, because they may feel like, okay, pile number 3 wants to get married, pile number 3 wants to have kids. They can see this, or they can feel like, or you could actually tell them some insecurity, and they, if they're not in their higher octave, they could actually play upon this. This one's very negative. I didn't have this for the other piles. Let's see any other positive I didn't do this for the other pals, but I'm going to do it for you because I want to see is there any other person that you could attract. But I'll say with Capricorns, you've got to be quite careful, especially if they're not, who else is attracted to, so if Capricorns are attracted to you, if you are a Leo, then I feel like if these toxic ones, because it came out in the reverse, like Spirit is trying to say, look, this is a narcissist. Some of you could be in a connection with this person now, or some of you could, hopefully it's not a future prediction. What I'll just say, what does, um, if you are a Leo, they could be this Capricorn person could be attracted to you because of your vibrance, and they could want to humble it, they could want to curb it, they could want to stifle it, so we've got Capricorn again, they could want to stifle it, they could want to break down your confidence because your confidence could intimidate them, and your happiness, because they may feel like they're not happy. Why should you be happy? If you're a Scorpio, this toxic Capricorn person, they're drawn to your energy because they feel like, in a sense, you could heal them. They may feel like they could feel like you could heal them. You could help them to express. It could turn into like a therapist client relationship, but they may feel like you could heal them, and they may feel like you could heal them through love making as well. So they'll feel like an intensity to you, to merge, to make love, is what I'm picking up. If this is a positive Capricorn, is what I'm hearing, then they could be drawn to like if you're a Leo, they could be drawn to like your free spirited ways and your creativity and your fun traits. But if they're negative, they could try and diminish those actual traits that they're actually drawn to because of not being happy with themselves. All right, so what's the type of people that are drawn to your energy? It could be some people that are loners, or some people that are like homebodies, and also it could be people that I mentioned before, some of the signs that I mentioned before, but some people that you may want to have a relationship with them, and I might do another video tomorrow or something of how to attract your type or something like that based off your love languages or your Venus sign. I don't know. I might do something like that. But I feel like you could attract people because these people that you attract anyway, they could be people that will actually not want to be in a relationship. They will actually want to be single. For some of you, you could attract, it could be a toxic Leo. It could be a toxic Capricorn. Some of the signs that I mentioned could be more healthier for you. But I feel, these types of people may want to actively be single, or they could actually be telling you that they want to be single, and maybe because of your pursuit to still try to pursue them, this is when they just show their real side, and it's not a pretty sight. Or they could be showing you in action that they want to be single, but because of your refusal, because remember we've got the three of wands, refusal to not take heed on what they're saying, because they could actually be saying it, then the games will begin. So you could attract types that don't want to actually settle down, or you could attract types that may try and minimize who you are and not give you that relationship that you deserve. And Spirit is saying it's because you're not seeing your value, because you are the prize. And there's still some healing on your part that needs to be done. There's a needing of recognition that you are the prize. There's a needing of recognition that things are not going to fall into place at a specific time. So you could be like, oh, I wanted to have this at this time. It's not happening. I might as well take the scraps. No, Spirit is saying you could still wait some more until you get what you deserve. Not get the crumbs that is being thrown at you, because it's not fair. So you may need to work through, why do you need to have the things that you want at a specific time, and look at the people that you are connecting with. Can these individuals give that to you? If they can't, then don't accept what they have on offer. Okay, see, we've got Seven of Swords. So you could attract these into, especially if it's a narcissist person coming through. It could be a Leo, it could be a Capricorn, that are in the Seven of Swords energy, and they feel like they're manipulators. They feel like they can play mind games with you, because they could be pretending that they're going to give you what you want, because again, there's, on your end, it could be in need of, like, I desperately want this now, and they'll be like, okay, they desperately want this now, even though they know they don't want the things that you're saying. They will act upon that desperation. They could be manipulative. They can tell you what you want to hear. Yeah, you could, people that are drawn to your energy are people that are close, that close off their energy. And this could be a mirror in here, because we're missing the Eight of Wands here, right? Seven of Wands, she's protective of her energy. Nine of Wands, she's protective of the energy. If we had the Eight of Wands, that's like energy rushing towards another, both being protective of one another's energy. And again, it's like a mirroring of each other, and you might comfort in that, but it could be highlighting to you aspects of yourself that needs to be opened up. And you could censor yourself just to be with some of these individuals. You may know, that's the thing, I feel like you could censor yourself and not speak your truth about what you want, and stay in situations that are not healthy. And then, because there's a hiding of self, there's a connection to people that hide themselves too, and don't show their real cards or who they really are. You could connect with people that want you to take on their burdens and their load, and it's not your burden to carry, your cross to bear. You could be, people are drawn to your energy that have a lot going on, and then it's like they may feel like you have to pay in some way, or I can dump my emotional baggage onto pile number three, because pile number three is not having boundaries. You could connect with people that are boundaried enough to know what they will accept in regards to how far they will go to disrespecting and taking energy away from someone and people's time, and trying to gain what's not rightfully theirs, that can't be returned back. I don't want anything less than the best. These individuals could be in that energy. They don't want anything less than the best. So you could end up pouring out everything, your time, your energy, your advice, your money, whatever, and they're not going to give anything back in return, because they want someone to offload to. There's nothing wrong with being in a connection and you and your partner both offloading, but that needs to be transmuted. And I feel like, because you could be in energies at times, there's something that's not transmuted on your end, and because it's not transmuted, if it was transmuted, then you will foresee that these individuals are users, they're fuck boys, they're fuck girls, they're narcissistic, they're toxic, they're trying to unload all their toxic energy or store trauma, could be 10 years or more, onto you. And because you could be open to that and accepting of it, they're going to keep doing it some more. And then you could be guarding yourself away from people that would actually want to offer you something. I didn't do this for the other piles, but let me see what type of energy that is healthy does pile 3 also attract. I just saw another Scorpio, some of you. What energy that is healthy is drawn to someone that, we've got 9 of Swords. So someone that is healed or is doing the inner work. Someone that doesn't play mind games. What's their sun sign, please? What's their sun, moon, rising, or Mars sign that is drawn or will be drawn to pile 3's energy, please? Spirit is saying another Leo, a healthy Leo, another Leo, yeah, or a Sagittarius, or a Libra. Yeah, that's what Spirit is saying, that you should, some of the signs that I mentioned, actually, yeah, I did mention, I think I mentioned Libra, I also mentioned Gemini, so these would, and Sagittarius, yeah, see, Sagittariuses will, they probably are drawn to you, or they will be drawn to you, because if you are a Leo, Sagittariuses, they connect to Leo's 5th house, which is all about fun, games, being experimental, travel, getting in touch with your inner child, creativity, self-expression. You have like a partner in crime to actually go out on dates with, to go to theatres with, etc. another Leo as well that's in their healthier energy, someone that is royal and regal, someone that's a leader as well. They'll be drawn to you for that reason. If you are a Scorpio, you could attract a Sag because they'll be very free spirited and fun, and they'll be intrigued by your intensity, but they'll just find it very enticing and alluring, because Sagittarius, they don't always want to, they speak how they feel, but they may not always want to get in touch with heavy emotions, and they could be drawn to this, that your mystique and so forth. If it is if it is a Leo, then Leos and Scorpios kind of square each other, but Leos could find you very intense, and I think I touched upon that, and very alluring. If it's a Libra and a Leo, if you're a Leo, then Libras will find you to be, I'm hearing like a great communicator, someone that they can hang out with, someone that they can go on dates with and be their friend as well. Someone that they can have intellectual conversations with and allow them their space as well, because Leos are independent, and not take it to heart that they're not always there. If it is a Scorpio, if you are a Scorpio and you're dealing with a Libra, then you could, the Libra will find you to be very enticing. I know I'm hearing like some of you could be a Libra Scorpio cusp, or you could get on with Libra Scorpios in regards to dating. Not for all of you, but specifically for someone that's a Scorpio. They will find you to be intense, intriguing, loyal, trustworthy, um, someone that will allow them to get in touch with their inner self, someone mysterious. Gemini as well, Geminis will find you to be, I keep getting Leos, and let's look at the bottom of the deck. We've got the we've got the Magician. So maybe Leos, Gemini, Sagittariuses, and Libras will be a better match for you. Or maybe Sagittariuses, and Libras and Geminis. And we've got Leo here again. Geminis will be attracted to you if you are a Leo, because you'll have great communication, both independent. They will find you to be very exciting. Be proud to have you as a partner. See you as not only a partner, a friend, a confidant, someone that they can express their feelings and ideas with, and someone that is just like generally a good conversationalist, which Geminis actually love to have in a relationship, and someone that they can be passionate with as well, and explicit with, and someone that they can explore different positions, and not be confronted with embarrassing thoughts or put downs about what they want to do to you intimately. If you are a Scorpio, then Geminis may find you to be very seductive, very sexy, someone that can actually seduce their mind, very alluring, very powerful, And we've got Leo here again. And then, yeah, we've got Nine of Cups. So you attract people that are abundant as well. But again, you could turn your back on these individuals. Some of you may turn your back on maybe dating outside your race as well, and that could be a thing. Like, some of you could just stick to some sort of same old. There's nothing wrong in that. Traditional values. It has to be this. They have to look like that. They have to work in there. What my family gonna think? Or that might not even be a thing. What my family gonna think? I have to look a certain way. So it's like all these conditions that you place upon yourself that you could actually miss out on good things. And some of these people could be of different cultural backgrounds than yourself, and then you will actually get what you actually want. But generally, people that are abundant are attracted to you, like spiritually abundant are attracted to you. But you may turn them down in favor of people that are spiritually bankrupt. And this could be in regards to friends as well. And it's about maybe with you being seen. You want to be seen in a certain light. So yeah, that could be the thing for some of you I'm picking up. But there is hope, because there's hope for everyone. But that's what I have for you. I will speak to you soon, and please comment below. Please like, share, subscribe if you want like a private reading. Hola, peace out.